Glenn, can you pass these down?
Fuck you, Dan.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I hope that got picked up.
I hope it did too. Take two now that Bill Gates has deemed
Into the
us
chat.
relevant to stream. Do we not have music, or is this...
It's on the music.
Going to the TV again?
No.
It's going to the goddamn TV again.
Goddamn TV.
What TV, Don? No one on stream sees the
Right.
TV.
The TV at your home.
He means the TV that we've referenced
Yes.
that we monitor the stream on
Yeah, Crow Gates.
that I'm pointing to right here.
Or is it?
Thank you, Mike. Thank
don't
you,
know
thank you,
about
thank you.
No.
All right.
Oh, I guess it hasn't.
Welcome.
Howdy.
We are here once
We don't know
again
about that one either.
for the Fey
we
Frontier
talked
RUSTFall. We're going to go around the table real quick, introduce ourselves, and then after a brief recap, pick up where we left off last time.
Hi, as always, I'm Glenn, and today I'll be playing Damon, who's he's great. He's doing
guy.
great, man. It's just excellent.
He's having a nice time.
He has no problems at all.
I'm Sarah, and I will be playing Genevieve.
I'm DJ. I play Mark II, and I got the wrong dice.
Is that the Nesgrim sack?
Wrong sack.
Might roll
Happens to the
better.
best of us.
The wrong sack.
You might roll better.
I'm Chell, and I will be playing Andy, and you should watch your pockets because I might steal something from them.
Like my heart.
Oh my god. And I'm Don, and I'll be playing everybody else. Maybe Functional Jugs, who knows?
Please.
Last time, party finishes their discussion, heads to see what Bongo has discovered. Bongo's like, hey, I can build a battery, but you got to get very specific things that are costly and can't easily be purchased with the resources available to them. He describes 4 items, which I will describe at the top of the episode, the last of which will be more carefully secured, about the size of a brick, and effectively acts as a brain to trick the device into siphoning power back and forth in sequence. Tells the party that they're going to need to break into a Husker scrapyard on the edge of Beacon's End to get these items. To do that, they will need a key card from one of the Huskers, specifically one that drinks at the Sunken Jackal named Rig, in order to get inside the containers.
AKA half
AKA Half Ton. You're right.
Rig was his God-given name.
Rig was weirdly his God-given name, and as we know from Mara the Little Raccoon Child, he's got weird wet skin.
It is weird. It is wet.
Forgot about the weird wet skin.
I didn't. I never will.
Just like Mudang.
Just like Mudang. The Sunken Jackal is not a Husker bar. They mostly stay above ground, not in the Narrows, but he drinks there alone and therefore would be a good target. Mark II is concerned about drawing the ire of the Huskers, being a syndicate, and suggests instead trying to send his bird to find Berry in the deserts of nowhere and hopefully get a message back from her about how to get a Scrabbler contact to maybe lead them through the desert to find an area where there might be power that they could siphon instead of potentially in the future breaking into a syndicate power station after breaking into a Husker scrapyard. The party pushes back that they aren't certain that Barry left on friendly terms and that they agreed to give her time to grieve and that they aren't certain what is even out in the desert. Bongo invites them back to his workshop where he offers Mark II a disguise in the form of a rust camouflage device. Mark II has concerns but feels better having the camo device and relents that he has been outvoted. The party proceeds to the Sunken Jackal, sits at a table. Damon goes into the bathroom, disguises his bow. The hobgoblin goes up to the bar, strikes up with the disinterested hippofolk Rig, buys him a drink. Rig briefly discusses his work, seems very disinterested, but accepts the alcohol. Damon speaks with one of the 2 owners, Augustus, an elderly, shaky Aasimar, and learns of the other, a drow named Edwin, watching the fight in the other shadowy corner. He swaps back to himself. Mark II and Jen take their drinks and walk to the edge of the pit to observe. The current fight is rather boring and the crowd is growing disinterested. Someone throws a bottle through the bars at one of the fighters, booing them. The alligator folk picks up the bottle, breaks it on the bars of the ring, and moves towards the dwarven man in the ring with him. Edwin, in one smooth motion, leaps over the top of the ring, dodges the swing from the alligator folk, elbows him in the stomach, sweeps his legs, sending him tumbling to the ground. The ring goes silent, and he yells at the fighters, "No cheating, and fight like you fucking mean it in my ring." They are both kicked out of the ring, and the fight ends. Genevieve and Mark II are baffled at how cool that was, and Damon swaps back to Bo and drinks with Rig. Andy waits and watches for her moment. Jen walks to the bar to get a drink, and a small raccoon folk child named Mara approaches Mark II, bangs on his semi-hollow leg, and remarks that she likes the noise and likes his hat. Mark II asks if she has parents, and she says yes, that her mom is over gambling and taking things from people's pockets, only if they deserve it. They talk about how her mom, she and her mom take things from dead folks in the desert. Mark II explains what the 2 in his name means, and she compares it to her bear, Mr. Timmons, who had his legs replaced with sand-filled fabric after he was run over by a trail burner. Jen returns. Mark II ponders if Mara could dance on the bar and knock over Rig's drink onto him. Genevieve is concerned by this in case Rig is a violent man, and Mark II says that she should be okay because the bar owners look out for her, and if he was violent at all, it gives them the motive to kick the shit out of him, and they'll take the key a little less stealthily on Mara's behalf. Genevieve is concerned, but Mara said he isn't violent, that things are thrown at him all the time, and he doesn't care, and spilling a drink on him would just be getting his weird wet skin more wet, and that she really wants to do it in exchange for a hat from Mark II.
Now I just really want to do it.
Really want to do it. He promises that he'll bring one back. They wait for the distraction in the fight pit. Andy stands, yells at Bo for stealing her husband from her and her 5 kids for nothing but zest, and challenges him in the fight pit.
Boo this man!
Boo this man! The 2 trade blows back and forth, communicating through Andy's mind link as Mara goes on the bar and dances, spinning Mr. Timmons, knocking the drink over to Rig. Rig stands, Mara apologizes, as does Augustus, gives a new drink to Rig. Genevieve moves towards him after spilling her own drink as a distraction, bumps Rig lightly and swipes the key from his pocket, moving slightly away and requesting another drink. Andy and Damon as Bo continue their fight as they both fall to the ground. Andy is declared the winner. She leaves the pit, following shortly behind Mark II and Jen out of the sunken jackal. They are joined shortly after by Damon, and the group looks at the key card that Jen found, having left the little leather key ring on the floor of the bar, and they proceed back to the grinning house for dinner and to discuss their break-in plan. So we are picking up with the group of you. We'll shortcut a little bit and say that you are back in the Narrows at a table in the grinning house, having a wonderful meal and discussing your plan now to break into this Husker facility. I'll say that Bongo is also with you for logistics reasons in case you have questions.
How does Damon look?
So Damon, having healed himself, looks okay.
Okay. I didn't sit on the stool closest to Damon. I was like, you did pretty good in there. I'm sorry I went a little.
What can I say? I think I'm quite the actor.
I know you
Pretty
healed
good at getting my ass kicked.
I know you healed yourself, but are you feeling all right? Is there anything I can do?
I'm fine, just sore.
Like emotionally, or
Yeah. No.
Can I-
Yes?
do you
I
want-
don't know. Who are you again?
do you want a hug? Like,
Don't
I'm
touch
sorry.
me.
Oh, right. It's Bongo.
Yes.
We were able to pick up the thing you were telling us to look for.
Good. As I said, that we're not going to get you fully into the facility, but it will at least get you into some of the containers when you're inside.
Is there anything specific we should look for? I know you gave us the list of stuff that we have to retrieve, but anything you can give us
Which
from
you
an
said you would
insider's-
read off at the top of the episode.
I did.
I have not yet read off.
I did say that.
Bongo, you promised.
But did you focus the camera?
We did focus the cameras.
Bongo, the
Because
music.
we remembered. Bongo, oh my god. The captions.
Bongo.
Caption,
We don't
Bongo.
use the caption thing.
I know.
Bongo the update. Mark II requires a restart.
Yes. Krill Gates updated him again.
With his shrimp
With
tip.
his shrimp.
Excuse me?
Mark II just runs on shrimp.
I do.
Just phytoplankton running through your veins.
All right.
The 4 things that you'll need: resonance, conduit, lattice.
I'm gonna need you to slow down there, Bongo.
Resonance, conduit, lattice.
Is that one item?
Yes.
You mean
Residence.
No, lattice.
Residence, concrete, lettuce.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
BLT, baby.
Roughly the size of a dinner plate, a couple inches thick. It's like a woven frame. It'll look like cables kind of bound together, kind of like a hatch pattern. An interlocked honeycomb, not a flat metal piece. It'll be bendable. The next thing that you'll need is a phase shift regulator coil. It's a small spiral coil about the size of a grapefruit. Tightly wound, it'll get denser towards the middle. It'll be suspended inside of some sort of circular glass brace. It won't be touching the outer ring, as if it's kind of being repelled from both sides. Metal has a bit of a purple shimmer to it. When you move it, if it sparks violet, you found it. You'll also need obsidianized flux insulators.
Obsidianized.
That's
Flux.
a long word.
It is a
dog.
long word. Flux insulators. They're flat slabs of metal about the size of a small book. They'll be black but not matte. They'll kind of shimmer beneath the surface like a crystallized oil. The texture will be glassy, but you'll see a spiderweb fracture beneath it. They won't be cut clean. Huskers will probably store them near cutting tools or mining crates. Maybe near the forge somewhere. And the hard one, and he pulls out a small little box with a light that is currently oscillating back and forth. A repeater. Small, about the size of a brick. Very smooth. You'll see tiny glass tubes embedded in the side, filled with echo, very faint glow. No switches, no obvious connectors or functions. Something that looks like it shouldn't be in a scrapyard. That'll be it. This device, and he sets that box on the table. When you're inside, the other things will probably be fairly obvious as to where they are, or at least not too hard to find, things that people could reasonably purchase, but this will help you locate that when you get inside. Short of them having something smarter isn't the right word, more condensed with echo. The signal could get messed up, but this is the best that I can do for trying to give you a location as to where this thing might be.
Genius, a tracker.
Yes, I can't say that it will be perfect. I can't say exactly where in the yard it will be, but the yard itself at the edge of the city is down slightly, cut out of the sand and rock. You'll have a bit of a vantage point to see the yard from atop the dunes from a distance to at least get a visual and make a plan for entry.
Is there, so I appreciate you telling us all the things here that we'll need.
Yes.
While we're there, is there anything that you need or want that we could grab for you?
We are doing you a favor, after all. Or you're doing us a favor.
Right, we could, at least we could do is return it.
I appreciate that. If they have somewhere in the facility, they're called flux capacitors. There'll be a Y-shaped device made of coiled wire and glass. You'll see a tiny spark, green, oscillating back and forth. I use that to make my, he kind of gestures at your pockets, the
Yeah.
grenade. Hard to come by. I would appreciate more of them. It would help me to disrupt things a bit.
Is there anywhere in here that you can think of that we can buy some of these things without drawing attention to ourselves?
Like I said, most of these will be either prohibitively expensive or not super common. These are things kind of put together to make larger machineries and stitch things together. It will be hard to buy them. There will be people, commoners, walking around with a Husker escort to kind of be led to the different areas to purchase things, but they're very protective of that. So that may be a good way to get in, but at some point you're going to have to ditch the guard.
Just because Chell can't remember, not so much
Yes.
Andy, but resonance, is that like what we got from Chime?
So
Or that's an
resonance
echo tower,
is
right?
what Chime kind of described as all things having.
Sure.
That all rust, all people have resonance.
Sure. So resonance is one of the things we have to grab while we're there?
No, it's
No.
resonance isn't a thing. It's just
Oh.
like inherent to you.
Is it
It's a
resonance conduit lattice?
That's
okay,
probably why
I
I'm
thought
getting
those were
confused.
3 separate things. I was
Gotcha.
like,
I
what
need
is
No,
residence,
sorry.
conduit,
Yeah, no, resonance conduit lattice is one
cauliflower,
word.
and lettuce.
I apologize. I left space for people to write.
Right, gotcha.
Yep, my apologies.
That's okay.
Yep.
So just to clarify, we need the resonance conduit lattice.
Yes,
We need the obsidian flux insulators.
yes,
A repeater.
yes. And a phase shift regulator coil,
Yes.
And a flux capacitor.
if they have them. It would be helpful.
All right. Is there any that are more rare than the others?
The repeater. That will be the hardest one to find. It will be, not to say necessarily completely under lock and key, but it's not going to be out in the open. It might be buried within, several guarded crates. They're rare. I know there is one there. I monitor shipments of rust coming in and out of the city, and I know that there was at least one recovered recently, but I can't say where it will be specifically within the compound. The Huskers are protective of their things, but this is a scrapyard. There are things for sale, but you will still have to be cautious. Use your surroundings. Don't be afraid to make a little noise if you need a escape route.
Actually, to that end, I appreciate you giving us the rust grenades. Do you happen to have any like firecrackers, any like noisemakers, anything like that?
Yes, I can put a kit of small ball bearings, noisemakers, things of that nature, if that would be helpful.
The last time we tried to do something stealthily, you see, I'm not a very stealthy man, as you can kind of guess.
Yes.
So I tried to go for distraction
Sure.
rather than stealth, and that didn't go well. And to be honest, that's putting it mildly. So I would like some things that I could use to like distract from myself that aren't me pretending to be electrocuted.
Sure.
Pretending?
He kind of like pulls open his little tool belt bag. See here, and he starts fiddling a couple things together, tying wires together, pulling out from his beard like a small little, almost like one of those like flick lighters with the really strong flame, and kind of solders the wire together. Grabs a sack of like ball bearings and weighs it. Sets that on the table and
Bongo,
puts.
you better not be tinkering in my bar again.
Sets,
running out the
5 little like almost like pen length devices on the table.
They'll make a quite a large bang. Won't do any damage, but bit of smoke, bit of sound.
That's perfect. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Of course,
You got to teach me how to do this shit one of these days.
it's a learnable skill. Admittedly, it is takes a bit of practice, but as a warforged yourself, it's certainly something that would be useful. It might be a bit like doing surgery on yourself at times, but
I mean, that would be useful.
healers sometimes have to heal themselves. It might be beneficial.
Hey, Don.
Yes.
Mind link, where I can talk to somebody and they can talk back to me.
Mm-hmm.
Is that like DM's discretion, one person at a time, or would you allow me the chance to play
You want to
air
be
traffic
comms?
control?
You want to be comms?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if we're all divvying up, like if I could be like, everybody, like I will stay in the middle, keep an eye on everyone, and be like, this person's doing that. I'm relaying messages back and forth.
So I'm obviously not the DM. My opinion on this doesn't matter. But like having DM'd, if that question were posed, like I thought about like what my sure, but like if you're doing that and you're like trying to cast a spell or something, like you're gonna be distracted.
So it
like,
takes one
there's-
action. So
Oh,
like
so
that's
you
what
would
I
have
mean.
to take the you would like
That
if
would
we
be
were
my
doing
action.
combat, you would have to take your full action to like help relay plans from person to person.
Yeah, but if we're not in combat, would I?
An action is 6 seconds.
So I would say if you are not in combat, I don't want to just make it open communication. That's not to say that there are not devices in the world that would allow that.
Sure.
But I think the franticness of, you know, Damon communicating to you for something and then you quickly trying to communicate that to Mark II and then swapping back to Damon adds a level of like oh shit to the situation that I don't want to fully take away from this.
Okay.
So I think you can out of combat you can do it at, you know, less than action economy to be able to
Sure.
like switch back and forth and quickly essentially play air traffic control.
Okay.
But you're the relay point between everybody.
Yeah.
You can't
Yeah.
communicate to Damon.
And I would absolutely
got the
keep
s-
it that
you
it's
got
like
a
there's only
switchboard,
one
yeah.
line open at a time. I can't
think,
like multi.
Yeah, I think that's what it would be.
Okay.
I will say as a reminder too that you also have these small
The
little
panic
devices that Barry had made for you.
Our little panic
to like
buzzers.
panic signal each other. So if one of you needed to communicate, that's something that you could use for that. Just as a reminder because we haven't used those in 15 episodes.
They've not been necessary since I was electrocuted.
Right.
Every
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there are maybe more actually. 'Cause I think that was like episode 4. So those do exist. You guys
Sounds
do
like you
have
getting
that.
electrocuted at the gate was totally worth it then.
Yeah.
If we didn't need to use them.
No,
Yeah. So you guys do have that. So I don't want to make it just a complete radio.
Yeah.
Sure.
There are ways using the things that you have to be able to communicate that way. Yes, because I like that level of creativity. That's cool. Good question.
Thanks. All right. So
one last thing. I don't think any of us. Can you cast spells? Can you use magic? Damon can.
yeah, I can.
I know Damon can. You can. Y'all don't happen to have anything that like might make us as a group more stealthy?
Catapult.
I suppose they can't see us if they're dead. So that is.
Unfortunately, the spells that I learned in my time of being at the monastery, typically they deal with healing or hurting.
All right.
Nothing to really conceal. The best I can do is speaking into your mind.
So I appreciate the noisemakers to distract. You happen to have any smoke grenades, anything like that?
I mean, I could do this, and I'll like wave my hand, and like Andy's hand catches on fire.
What the fuck?
It's not actually on fire.
I mean, can you?
You don't
make
feel it.
Can you make smoke? All right. Well, that's definitely helpful.
He pulls out 2 little canisters.
These are limited, but they will make a small radius of smoke.
Yeah, like 5 feet, something like that.
It would be 10 feet
Oh, that's even better.
for a short amount of time.
Yeah, that's perfect. All right.
It's the same situation if you were casting like fog cloud, you're going to be blind in it too.
Yeah, that's fine. The goal there is like, hey, what was that? Oh no,
Yeah.
I don't know now.
Pocket sand.
Or like ninja
Yeah,
smoke.
yeah, ninja
is
dust,
really
yeah.
what I had in my mind. All right. Well, I think how
That's like
many?
a-
So we had 4 of the noisemakers, right?
5 of the 5 of the noisemakers, 2 of the smoke bombs.
All right,
1 rust disruptor.
So Damon has the rust disruptor. We've got that covered. I'll take 2 of the noisemakers. We can actually do. I can do 2 and then 1
That works.
and
One
then
noisemaker.
I'll hang on to one of the smoke grenades. Who wants the other?
You hang on. Give it to somebody else. I have the pull.
You've got the rust grenade.
Well, so I have the rust grenade, but I'll also like rifle through my baggie and I'll pull out like I got gunpowder, I got a sleeping tonic. I got a paralytic. I've got Blight Iker.
So Jen asked for here you
Yeah.
go.
I got various goos.
There you go.
Goos and dusts. That's why I have a bag full.
And these
of.
are good questions because these are the types of things that, with the gadgetry aspect of the world, that I want to explore. So,
Yeah, for sure.
Good questions.
While we're going over our inventory, I do want to remind y'all that I do have a potion of growth and a
alright.
potion of pugilism.
That's for you.
The potion of pugilism's all you. I don't fight with my hands that
Fair.
much anymore.
I don't even know what that word means.
And I
Question
do
to
have a rust
Bongo.
power sledge.
You got a map of where we're going by any chance?
Not of the facility itself. It will just be right at the edge of Beacon's End, top side.
He said we'll be able to see it from the.
Have you ever
cliff.
seen it been there?
I've been inside, but it is
Could any chance you could draw us like a crude map? It doesn't need to be perfect.
I mean, it changes.
We get a sense of what we might be walking into, you know?
Yes, I mean, it is a sort of a rectangular structure. There will be an entry gate. There are walkways above. There will be rust things everywhere. Crates, bins, people mulling about, boxes. It is like my workshop, but less organized. There will be things simply everywhere. And there's a larger facility towards the back with larger crates. There's a forge off to the right if it's still there. Some other barrels and things, and immediately inside to the right is where they break the rust things apart. You'll see a blast crater. There will be bridges and things around. He would hand you
a very loose map. Cool. Of at least the general outline of bins and
I'm going
boxes.
to refer to it to everybody in a
Yeah,
second
yeah.
here.
Yep.
So with this, I know we don't really know where anything is planned, but what do we think we want? Like, it's open when we go in, right? Like, it's just like a shopping area, like a normal junkyard. So I guess we don't have to be too worried about standing out there.
Well, Bongo did tell us that it sits in a crater with a cliff above that we'll be able to scope it out before we get in there.
All right, that's good.
So we'll take a look and see how the setup is now. We'll also kind of take a look and see if we can see any sort of guard rotation or anything like that moving through. See if we can counteract that or work with it.
I'll let someone else do that. The gleaming metal man probably shouldn't get too close to the cliff's edge.
Bongo, do you have a spyglass on you by any chance?
He takes like a magnifying device, pops out some of the lenses and rewires some things.
That should go the other way. I'll need this back, please.
Yeah.
Everything's so small. Oh.
Flip it around. And also, him having all this stuff saves us you going to the shop
Shopping.
and buying
Yeah.
generic
Yeah.
things. You could reasonably get all these things. Bongo's just gonna have them in his pockets.
And, or if he doesn't, he can make them real quick.
Yeah, absolutely.
Friends, I don't know that there's much else I can think of that we might need here.
Unfortunately, I think it's going to be a get there and figure it out.
I don't think we're going to need any of this for the initial entry. Like, when we go into the junkyard, I don't think any of this is going to be necessary. But once we get into, like, the more secured areas, you know, we might...
It's better to have it.
Can anybody...
I just had an idea.
I'm gonna pick my bird up. I'm gonna take one of those pencil-sized things. I'm gonna put it in my bird's feet, and I'm gonna let go. Can it fly and hold the pencil?
Yeah, it's light.
I put it back.
Okay.
All right, so I can at least use this to move it around. So I can like drop this using my bird, and it might make some sound.
Okay.
That's smart.
The noisemakers. Okay.
out of character, find familiar. is
Yeah,
what
Yeah,
I'm
that's
thinking.
effectively what this
Yeah.
is serving
Yeah.
for you.
Cool,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah. We're kind
the
of-
pencil thing is what threw me. I was like, what pencil thing?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
pop- the
little,
pop
little
space,
rocket.
yes.
Yeah, some of the technology aspect of the world is kind of class blending of, Damon getting a rust implant that effectively serves as the barbarian thing that when you go down, you don't once. So I like that blend of things. So,
Cool.
yeah.
Appreciate it. Awesome. So, yeah, I can use the bird's name that I'll go back and look at here in a minute. I
Roger.
have
Roger.
Roger. I can use Roger to drop one of them to, create a distraction if we really need it, and we can throw them.
Yeah.
So,
Jen,
Yeah.
you carry a pistol, right?
Yes.
Bongo,
Yes.
is there any way that you would be able to fabricate something that would effectively render Jen's pistol near silent?
Like a flag that pops out that says bang instead of an actual gun sound coming off.
Unfortunately, that does not help when it comes to actually
A
using
boxing
it.
glove comes out.
Bonk. On like an accordion system.
Yes, but let me ponder for a moment. Because it would be logical that, yes, you can do that. There will be a drawback of some kind. I just have to consider what that drawback is.
Effectively going for something where it's like really ramshackle kind of deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess typically from what I remember from certain games, it's usually it lessens the range and there's a chance of overheating.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm pondering. Yeah, so I think
With this silencer device, it's going to drop the range and the damage a bit.
Is it removable?
Yes, it will screw on, but you'll only have so many uses before it could erupt with quite a larger bang than you anticipated. Sending any rounds of anything through a device like that generates a lot of heat. But yes, I can fabricate something while you're finishing your dinner and bring it back.
Is that something that you'd be interested in? Being able to be a little bit more sneaky, even if things do get dicey, even in just the near future, might be.
It would be helpful to be able to get out of a pinch without drawing attention to myself.
Absolutely. Especially with your unique expertise.
Yeah, if you could do that, that would be very helpful.
I can fabricate that.
And anything else while we're asking for stuff that you can think of you might need while we're in there, you just let us know. And we'll do our best to get it for you.
Much
I know
appreciated.
we might be depleting some stock here, so
Much appreciated. I'll give it some thought. But the Baron pays well, so
any random shit I see I think you might like, I'll grab for you.
thank you, Mark, too.
You got it, buddy.
I love stealing. I love taking things.
Actually, Mark II is very against the idea, but like, if we're gonna do it,
if we're gonna do it now.
yeah.
Now I'm in.
I'm
Hey,
at least
it's
gonna
going
be-
to the right person.
I'm gonna at least make sure he gets what he wants.
yeah,
out
you're
of it.
taking things out of the hands of bad
He's gonna get
people.
him some. That
then
way.
You can get you
I'm
some
gonna go
too.
get me some, and then I'm gonna get you some.
Yeah, as we were talking about, like, out of character, as we were talking about needing things or wanting stuff, the idea of a rogue having a silenced pistol, I was like, yo, this is actually a pretty cool idea. So I was like,
Unseen
I
attack.
had
range too,
sneak
right?
attack. Bam.
You can in Baldur's Gate. I've never played this is my first time playing a rogue. Like, I guess I briefly played a rogue when we did that, was it Waterdeep?
Yeah.
But
Yep. So logistically, the silencer is going to drop you from a D10 to a D8 for the pistol. I've written it down. It's going to drop your range from 30 feet to 20 feet, and your max from 60 to 60 from 90.
did you? Sorry, what did you say for the damage?
D8, because you're currently at a
1d8.
D10.
Mine says 1d6.
For a pistol?
Yeah.
Oh, you might be looking at revolver.
No, it says pistol right there.
I mean, Don.
Oh, that's right. I made a custom one for that.
Yeah, Fey Frontier
I
pistol is
forgot.
6, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on.
God, man, I remember having to try to do gun rules for that on Curse of Strahd campaign we did with Paul, and it was just...
That's why I made custom ones, because the
Yeah.
damage basing on them is like insane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah, just Graw. Gun rules is written.
Well, it wasn't even really as written. They were like, some of them were made up by Matt Mercer. Some of them were like pulled from other editions or other games. Like,
Well, I think when you're homebrewing stuff like that, it's really going to depend on like the world,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the enemies that you're fighting, and the
Like the scrap crafting component can work in a handful of different settings, but like some
Well,
settings it just
it
wouldn't
could work
work
here. It could work here. Didn't work in Curse of Strahd.
Yeah. Because who's going to be dropping scrap?
Right. Who's just dropping random pieces of metal? You know.
What is this? Resident Evil?
I mean, I suppose
They're dropping gunpowder?
they're worried about a vampire. They might be carrying around random pieces of silver,
I suppose.
but they don't have souls, so they're
Yeah.
fucking.
Okay. So it'll drop you to a D4.
oh, thank you.
Yeah,
I kept
which in the
meaning to
right
say something.
circumstance Still packs a punch.
I kept meaning to say something before stream, and I only remember it once I'm sitting here. But my rust-powered sledgehammer,
Yes.
I am just treating that as a maul, correct?
Yeah.
No, we
No.
altered it so you were
was a
treating it
mace.
as a mace because you can't wield them all.
Okay.
That's her, because Maul's like great weapon or martial weapon or something
Yep.
like
We can
that.
change it.
Yeah.
Mall is a place to go.
And just for logistics, we can assume that the party in general for world knowledge would have knowledge of the fact of like silencers on guns exist. They are not silent. It will be quiet. It's not going to produce zero.
The range of sound is
Yeah,
It's not
it's-
like the
yeah.
pop culture silencers. It's like the real ones.
Yeah, correct. It's less sound. It will invoke less noise for people to be able to hear. I have mechanics in mind for how that will be perceived, but it's not literally like the spell silence on it. Yes.
No, I didn't even think of that. Oh, buddy. I'd like to cast silence on my shotgun.
I'd like to cast silence.
That's awesome.
Cool.
And off the top of your head, last question I have, like out of character. Do you remember where the thing was about my other coin? My lucky one.
Let me check my Damon Peepers. Un moment.
I don't know if it, yeah. Bullets are propelled by the expansion of
Explosion.
gas. Well, it's
Yeah.
the expansion of gas.
Yeah.
So never mind.
I like the concept too of like if you cast silence on a weapon, yes, it silences the firing of it. But if it doesn't land on your target and it goes off, it's like just the hearing the ricochet come out of nowhere would be so scary.
I forgot that I put in the notes for this thing that I can use it with catapult or shock and grasp. So I just essentially turn into Thor.
Yeah. Yeah, you got Mjolnir.
You can catapult
The
it,
hole
but then
punch
you gotta
on
go
the top?
find it.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's a sledgehammer. I'm
That
not
is under
losing.
NPCs under Maddox Vey.
Okay. Because I remember seeing it and I was like, I can't remember
Yeah,
where
it's called
in this
called
it is.
Lux Eye. Yeah, it's a coin you have on like a string around your neck. Lucky Maddox's wares. Should be
Maddox Bay, yep.
Yeah, there you go. It explains
Lux
that
Eye,
there.
yep. Got it.
Yep.
Thank you.
Of course. I had to search coin because I remembered what it was, but not where. Yep. Any other logistical questions before Bongo leaves to go make stuff? Okay.
What stuff is he making?
The silencer.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Just so you guys have a moment to like discuss and have him do that. If you have nothing else to discuss in character, then we can just fast forward to him having done that. But that's up to you.
I mean, I think we need to figure out what level of stealth we have going into this. Because obviously we can walk right through,
The exterior.
but
I can be fairly stealthy. I was able to sneak out of a highly guarded cult, more or less.
I mean, most of the time I'm pretty good at being almost invisible.
I can go unseen when need be.
I would like to remind you all that you're walking with a big brass man.
I don't know, Mark.
That's-
Too. I distinctly remember when y'all were sneaking out of that house. You were the sneakiest of them all.
I think my question is, do we want to stay together?
I think divide and conquer is probably our best bet.
Do we walk in together?
No.
I don't think so. I think we're gonna have to take a look at the area, formulate a plan for entry. Whether it is walking through the front door and getting an escort and then ditching said escort, or
We only have one key card.
if it's one person breaking in, moving around.
I guess we would have asked Bongo too before leaving. Does the one key card get all of us access or only one person?
So key card, he would have said previously that it will get you into some of the bins. It's not getting you into the facility.
Okay, we can get into the facility by ourselves.
Correct. You will have an escort through there.
Okay.
It's like you're
Unless-
walking around you're walking around looking at things to potentially purchase, but they're not letting you do it alone.
Sure.
How hard would this key card be to replicate?
I would say that you probably can't replicate it.
Bongo, I got one more thing for you.
Yes.
So Damon asked you for a spyglass. Do you happen to have another?
Yes.
2 spyglasses.
Could I perhaps have that and like a clamp?
Sure.
Are you looking for 2 noculars?
And I'm gonna pull out
Absurd.
my gun sword gun.
Ah,
And I'm flip it to like long range mode and be like,
Yeah.
so the goal here is I want to clamp it on top so I can use it for like long range. And then if I flip it back to pistol, I can just release the clamp real quick.
Sure.
yeah, he would hand you those things.
How
Very-
much is the
very clever
spyglass?
idea.
Don't worry about it.
Here's 2 gold. I don't know how much it is. There's that. Thank you. And I'll still grab all the other stuff we discussed.
Yeah.
Planted sight scope. I like it.
So, because you had mentioned perhaps maybe one person goes in. I'm not a stealthy man, but I think if we find some like burlap sacks that we can cut up and cover me in, that will like block the light from hitting my metal body, kind of like out of character, like a ghillie suit. Then I can hide up on the cliff overlooking all this, and I can provide support from afar for y'all.
Well, it depends how good a shot are you.
I guess we'll find out.
Also, does that
Not instilling a lot of confidence there.
How Bongo, the cliff that overlooks, how high is that?
Oh, Don, who estimates
Cliff
things in-
height.
in mountain height and cliff height. Oh boy.
Pretty high.
For aesthetic purposes, like where are you thinking? Like is it like a hill
You know,
back
let me,
here?
let me save you some trouble. Do you have anything that if I were to leap off of this cliff would save me from dying?
Well, it's more of a dune.
So I could slide down.
You could
pretty
slide
quick.
down, yes, if you needed to, yes.
Sick. Even
Yeah,
better.
it's in a sort of a circular dune, kind of a bit hewn out of the sand from blasts, but sand has kind of cascaded over time from the winds.
Like a crater.
I would say that it's 50 feet up. Cliff height.
All right.
We got women face and mountain height, man.
Hey,
That's why
There's a limit to the.
we're generalizing for long range combat. That's it's understood.
All right. Well, knowing that I can slide down it and not die, and I can slide down it pretty quick, works for me.
Yeah, it's up and steep, but you could slide if
And-
you needed to. Like, fuck, I gotta get in there.
Mark II's a heavy man.
Yeah, you could slide down that absolutely.
Actually.
So, my only concern with that is that means that you coming to anyone's aid is going to draw attention. We are not getting an option if you do that.
Right. Me having the fire would definitely call attention. to
Yeah,
myself.
yeah. But if let's say, so we know you're not stealthy.
Right.
Damon's good with disguises, but you don't necessarily stealth.
I can if need be, but no, I'm
It's-
more crafty with hiding in plain sight for sure.
Yeah,
which
so-
is a very good option for you as well if you
And
wanted to get up and close.
Here's what I'm thinking. Someone needs to be let in with the guide.
I propose that be Damon.
Well, I was going to say the two of you might want to stick together.
I was thinking similar.
And then if something goes down, you act dumb. You act like you're not involved.
Right.
Meanwhile, Andy and I can actually sneak around, maybe give do we know that the key card won't give us access to the secured
You do
area?
not know that it won't, but you don't know that it will.
Oh, all right. So one of the two of us takes the key card and actually does the lifting.
Okay. I like that idea. If I could modify it slightly.
Yeah.
You and Damon go in. You are stealthy. You are.
I don't want to be seen.
Right. But you're good at not being seen.
But if I'm walking in the front door, then I'm being seen.
You won't walk in with Damon. That's not what I mean. Damon takes the guide. Damon and the guide go in. You sneak in with that, or have Damon help you disguise yourself in the same way he was willing me, so that way you can walk in and then sneak away from Damon. I hear that me being up monitoring everything from afar, I won't be helpful until I fire, and then it's too late. They know I'm there. But with the scope, perhaps I can keep Andy, and then using Andy's mind talking thing that she can do, I can tell Andy what I'm seeing, and she can relay that to y'all. So when you get to the more secure parts of where we're going, I can help guide you, and then Andy can tell you what I'm seeing. Kind of like a sniper. This is out of character again.
Spotter, yeah.
Kind of like a sniper spotter. And she would be able to in the same way she wants to do the air traffic control shit, that would be me telling her what I see to allow her to do the air
Yeah,
traffic control.
you're essentially the sniper and the tech guy waiting in the van.
Right. And then if anything goes wrong and we need to, we can still come down and help. So, and then if we need to, Andy and I can come down and help. And then at least it's not just me alone. And then she's able to do her orchestrating that she likes to do. I do think that's an option as well. Andy, you were here, but Chell was out of the room.
Correct.
What I proposed was that they go in either together, or Damon goes in with the guide and Jen sneaks in with him. We stay on the cliff overlooking where they're going.
Okay.
I look through the scope on my gun that I just got from Bongo, and I use you as my spotter. I tell you what I'm seeing, and you relay that using your mind link thing to Damon and Jen to help them sneak through areas where there might be guards looking for them and whatnot, so we can try to help guide them through from afar. And then
Okay.
if anything goes wrong, the dune's only 50 feet tall, and it's a sand dune, so we can slide down it quickly and then we can run in and join
Yeah.
to like help them if we need to.
I like that plan.
Yeah, Bongo also gave me another spyglass too, so I can just give that to you as well.
Perfect.
So that way
Oh.
you guys both have, well, because then she'll be able to see to communicate. But what is the range of your communication? Is the other thing.
It's
that we
60
need-
feet.
Yeah, so we gotta. Well, okay. So range of communication stops here.
Yeah.
Damn. Well,
I mean, even still, I can keep a link with you.
would you allow her to extend it if she could see them through the spyglass?
I don't want to set that precedent
Fair.
with that.
Understandable.
Because if I say it now and it comes up in 40 episodes, it might bite me in the ass.
Fair.
Is there to kind of take this idea and run with it in sort of a techie way?
Yeah.
Is it feasible for us to ask if Bongo could get or set us up with something that is essentially sending stones for like comms? So that way it's like we're kind of
Yeah.
taking this idea, but we're moving it into techie to gain the.
Like earpieces.
Yes, essentially.
Well, then if that's the case, then
Only one.
Andy comes in with us.
Which would be fine because the other
and
thing too is
sticks with communicating with Mark II,
yeah.
and then you can communicate with us.
That's true.
Because then you can silently communicate with us if you're in the marketplace, but if you need to speak to him, you can speak to him.
Yeah.
I think the logic of the world, with sending stones already being a magical item, I think the tech logic of the world with having syndicates have the ability to communicate with their agents, having one essentially be a receiver for all of them. Of like, you know, let's say each of you took one. I could communicate with each of you individually, and you could communicate back to me, but not
So
to
we can
each other.
keep the franticness.
Yeah, like
of it,
one
yeah.
person. It's like plugging in like four mic packs to one receiver.
So like the range of the earpieces might only be 20 feet or like 60 feet.
I would say that they're longer. Like if we're using sending stone logic, but putting a techie twist
Just as a
on
reminder
it.
for the spyglass.
If I'm a syndicate head and I'm coordinating things with multiple agents out in the world at large, I want to be able to communicate with them individually. Of, you know, kill your partner. Like and not
wouldn't
have it
want
be
that to go to both of them.
right, and not have it be broadcast to everybody. I think that there is sufficient reasoning for that technology to exist, that we could do that where, you know, if Andy has the receiver one to communicate with the three of you individually, effectively what we were going to do with her mind
Yes.
link, but extending it with a sending stone vibe, but still only able to communicate one at a time. I think that
That's-
makes sense
I like
logistically
that.
from a tech
like
perspective.
walkie-talkies.
Like walkie-talkies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
switching
she's
channel.
essentially the switchboard,
Correct.
and we're just calling
Yes.
into the switchboard.
Yes. I think that makes sense logically to be able to do that. Of you can quick switch like channels basically.
and then that means that Mark II still stays up and communicates to
Like if he
Andy,
sees
who
anything.
then communicates it to everybody.
Yeah.
I can't
Yes.
tell Damon.
Correct.
Hey, there's a dude to your
Unless
left.
Mark II has the switchboard, correct.
Right, I would have to tell
Right.
Andy, hey, there's a guy, and then Andy could communicate that to them.
Yeah.
That works. Okay,
Yeah, I would say
like
that that's something that
But she'd have to physically
reasonably.
speak that, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Well,
You'd have to
I would
physically
have to
speak it.
like
Yeah.
so if I said out loud like so I see two guys to your left. I say that out loud to Andy. Andy can see you two. She can communicate that mind link. She doesn't need to say that out
But
loud.
if I
now.
can't see them,
If they
still
can't see
have
them-
the stone and I can say
Right.
it out
Yes,
loud.
And
correct.
if you can't see them, then you can say it out loud. But
Yeah.
for like what we're planning here immediately, you should be in sight of them the whole time.
Yeah.
I can communicate what I'm seeing to you like out loud.
Mm-hmm.
You receive that silently. You pass that along silently.
Yeah, I would say that that's something that each of you take off 50 gold out of your inventories. It's something that you could have reasonably purchased.
Cool.
I think that that's a neat tech thing to have in the world, and I appreciate that we're fleshing out some of these kind of technical devices that would exist. And logically, that's something that would exist.
Cool.
I think it's a really cool thing, and I like
Yeah,
what you
absolutely.
did with it.
Good
gold
idea
is a
with kinda-
small price.
That's a fucking steal.
Yeah.
For comms.
Well, because I mean, Ascending Stone is I've had those as common loot on like a fucking bandit. Like it's
Right,
one thing,
right.
but again, it's a one-way communication with one person, and that's what this is. It's just that person has multiple. in
They
their
only
pockets.
communicate to the Switch Stone.
Correct. Yeah, that logically makes sense.
Andy's an audio interface.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, that's
Over.
cool. I like
They
that.
have
you're
to-
gonna
they have
get
to be,
robot ears.
What, they have to be paired with the.
Yeah.
Oh my god, she's gonna be running around like those dudes in World War II with the giant like radio backpacks.
Strap Andy up with a bugle.
The cavalry.
Hello, Evan. Yeah, love it.
So, as for setup, we got Mark II on the hill, overlooking.
In a ghillie suit.
Yes.
That we'll craft out of burlap.
Okay. Were we gonna send Andy in, or are we gonna leave Andy up there to be
We'll
switchboard?
send
with
me
this,
in.
send Andy in.
Okay.
Which I can also do stuff while I'm down here. I don't have to just be like eyes on y'all. I can also like walk around and kind of peep what's going on.
You can spot from
Yeah.
inside, yeah. Like you can even tell him, "Hey, Mark II, look at the top of that crate."
Yeah, what do you see up there? Like
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Would you, Jen, prefer to be the one on the dune?
I'm the sneakiest one out of all of us.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think you should.
You are, but
I want to steal.
all right. You also said you didn't want to be seen, so I wanted to give you the option.
Oh, those two things are
Synonymous. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I could loan you my gun sword gun, and then you could use that.
respectfully. I'm not proficient in gun sword gun.
You did have to
it's
get, you
good.
did have to attune. I'm trying to think of how we're gonna get you in, and I feel like that's gonna be one of those like I need to see the base once we get there.
We can
to
do a
take
little
look.
bit of
Out of character. It's because it's in front of me. There seems to be some ways in that are not the front door.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have to sneak in. We can just walk in.
Yes,
So
she does
let
not
me-
want to be
I-
seen.
Let's
So-
jump us forward to. You guys have all the things that you
Yes.
wanted to get.
Yeah.
I'm going to jump us forward to above ground on the dune, so that way you can discuss visually seeing it.
Fair.
So that way we're not like in and out of I can physically see what's on the table,
Yes.
but
Oh,
my
wow,
character can't.
Look at that.
Yeah, so let's jump to you guys being on the dune. I'm going to read a visual thing, and then we can move to like the planning stage of you guys in character can discuss what the fuck are we
And then
doing.
you can show off.
And then I can show off the really
Yes,
cool thing.
chef. Show off something really, really cool.
No, I like that. That's good.
Yeah.
That's,
So we are at night, so we are going to Soul Down.
Ooh.
It's good timing, buddy.
Sepia toned.
Let me grab. So we are no longer in the bar.
Copyright. wow, 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 wow.
Wow, wow, wow.
Wow, wow. Copyright. Ooh.
Actually, I am more worried about the Nintendo. timing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's Nintendo don't, actually.
It's so true.
I'm only going to start pronouncing it Nintendo.
Nintendo.
Here we go. All right.
We didn't intend to incur any ire.
The party finds themselves at the edge of Beacon's End, at the edge of the city proper, in front of this hulking facility that cascades down from the dune. Below you, carved into the sand, sits the Husker facility, an open pit of steel, scaffolding, and salvaged ruin. Rust floodlights hum faintly, casting long shadows across stacked cargo containers painted in faded hazard colors, each stamped with warnings, business names, and graffiti that have all long since faded, covered in a thick layer of sludge and residue. A perimeter of reinforced fencing wraps the compound, lined with jagged scrap and rusted plating like teeth. Inside this facility, it's alive. Wooden walkways and scrap-built catwalks snake between towers of containers, some stacked precariously, others lashed together with thick black cabling that pulses faintly with the familiar glow of echo. Large metal pipes and thick bands of wrapped cables span gaps across the center of the facility, shimmering with power and drifting in the faint breeze of the setting sol. At the far right edge, a massive forge roars, pastel-colored flames shooting out in bursts towards the fire ganassi worker, tossing broken rust components inside. Smoke and steam belch upward in thick bursts lit from below by molten colors. Shapes move. Near the entrance, a brutal operation unfolds. Rust salvage laid out on crude tables, pieces being hammered apart, split open and stripped down to their bare components. Every impact reverberates across the landscape below with a bang. Every crack releases faint flickers of neon echo, the ground stained with plasma cratered down into the sand. Pipes rise from atop crates beneath ramshackle walkways, piercing their way through the rocky desert floor, spewing smoke and steam skyward. Some hiss, some scream, some leak. And scattered throughout it all, figures. Some workers, some guards, some common folk from Beacon's End being led by a husker, searching for the right parts they need. This is not just storage. This is the scrapyard, and these are the huskers. And this is where we are picking up with the group of you about 50 feet vertically, about 30 feet away from the edge of what you are physically seeing on the table, which for everyone else is this.
Wow. It looks so cool.
A hulking facility of boxes and lights and wires and scrap. So you may now discuss in character your plan, now physically seeing the facility.
This is pretty.
Being this close to the TV, I think you might need to lower the brightness a little bit.
Probably.
It's kind of washing out.
Yeah, I'll have to adjust it.
It happens.
It's pretty busy.
It's sick though. It's super cool.
I'm posting a picture to the tavern.
That's a good idea.
Just because it's really fucking cool.
Do the Huskers have any kind of
Markings.
markings, uniform?
Good question.
A scarlet H over their chest.
Yeah. It's like a specific apron or something.
Big H hat.
Hi, my name is Husker.
Husker one.
Nick, you gotta move the mouse.
I have to what?
It was on the screen.
I say my plan for going in here is hitting Control Alt Delete, and then we're gonna open up Task Manager.
It opens your like toolbar.
Oh, yeah. Shit. That's weird.
Did you flip it?
It's still there.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It'll probably go away.
I'm sure it'll fade.
Do you have to hit the X?
No, I think that would close it. That looks like Windows Photo Editor.
It is. It's fine. I'm gonna leave it there for now. It's on.
It'll go away.
Yeah.
It's on that side.
Is it?
Yeah, that's why I was like, did you
yeah, I
flip
see
it?
Yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna leave it there for now because I don't want to mess it up by flipping it.
Totally fair.
Yeah, this is a learning process.
If you hit X, you're gonna send us into the void.
Yeah, I want to do that. I think the symbol for the Huskers would be marked by a like brooch that's worn as part of a cloak or like apron that sits on the corner, kind of holding the apron together. Because these are not regular aprons; these would be ones that like fold up from the bottom and are protective. I think that would be a Warforged face with 3 slash marks through it and a cross of a like wrench and hammer behind it.
I would imagine
like-
it looks like real scrappy too.
Yeah, kind of piratey adjacent.
So like this with.
Yeah, that scratch marks across the face and then hammer and wrench behind. I think would be their symbol.
That's a 6.
Do
Especially if made up with just like scraps of sharp metal, like rusted metal.
That's my Mark II tattoo.
size-wise, are the Huskers like all warforged? Are some of them smaller?
No, so it's a litany of different folk. I mean, Rig was enormous. There's a Fire Ganassi. I mean, there's a Goliath. It's a litany of various sizes and functions of people walking around.
Okay.
Does one of us want to try to look the part of the guide?
Oh, now that's a good idea. We could have Damon disguise himself as a guide
I was thinking something like that.
and then walk you and Andy in.
I still don't necessarily think all three of us walking in together is a great idea.
Well, Damon's is going to look different.
Sure.
So all three of you are walking in together, but it's really only two of you walking in together.
So here's the
And
thing.
we're going to distract Jen, or disguise Jen. So really it's just you walking in, and then we could even disguise you if you want. We could put like a glove on your glove.
I mean, my hair's already dyed black at this point, and I don't look like myself, but I just don't want people associating whatever we look like walking in together if things do go
I
awry.
hear you. He'll look different, and we're going to make her look different.
So hear me out. Hear me out here. I like the idea of taking on the role of a Husker and guiding us around here. One thing that we can do with looking at these things, are these trees or are they pillars?
They're pillars.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are they wooden?
Yes, those would be wooden.
Okay.
Yes. Yep, and the two at the front are indicating where the entrance is.
Okay.
We just don't have a gate on the fence.
Okay. So, what I'm thinking is, I take on a role of one of the Huskers moving in. Whether it's copying one of them down there, and we either highly avoid him, or we do away with him, hide him somewhere. Regardless, me and Andy walk in through the front door. I pose as someone taking you around to go look at scrap. And what we can do is we can move over to an area around the back where there's going to be a bit lighter of a movement of guards. We can have Jen climb that post and hop the fence there. So that way Jen's never seen going in.
Do you feel comfortable jumping the fence?
Is there barbed wire around the top?
Yes.
Okay. I figured it looked like there should be on the mini. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
But she could climb the pillar. How tall are the pillars? Are these actual height or are they taller than that?
I would say that the pillars are taller than the fence line.
Right.
So if the fence posts are...
Is it so high that like she would, like looking at it, we can see it? Like, is it so high that she would be like, I'm not jumping from there? Like, do you know what I mean?
You could, I think that's probably 15 feet up because I think the top of the fence is probably 10.
That's what it looks like.
I'd say they're probably about 20. I think they're roughly twice the size of a fence.
Yeah, I'm trying to estimate based on like the size of a mini.
Here.
If you go not to the top, not these, but these, it is roughly half.
Okay.
Not from here, but from here.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's 15 feet up. So that would be a d6 of damage if you were to jump completely to the ground.
So she'd be willing to jump from there. Probably.
Up to her. I mean, you could leap to the fence. There's other things you can do. But
What I
yeah,
mean is,
it's-
like, if she saw it and was like, oh, I'd die if I jumped
No,
from there,
no.
she's not going
Yeah,
to.
no, not
You know what I
death.
mean?
Yeah.
Certainly not death.
But if it's this where she, like, I might, then, like, all right, well,
Yeah.
it's
What if you
reasonable.
parachuted in from the sky?
Right.
Like, before we even consider that as an option,
yeah,
I wanted
yeah.
to make sure that...
100%. Yeah. We're using random things sometimes, so asking for scale of stuff is very valid. Also, for this, the things that are here are meant to be where they are. If you need to know what something is when you are closer, feel free to ask me. Because I'm using pieces of things for different stuff, but largely
Things are
what you
holding
see
space.
is what it is. Like that large cask is a thing. Some of the the cabling we talked about in the beginning going across is like power cabling. They're not meant to be like on the fence. They would be concentrated inside.
But yeah, then we can have Jen hop the fence. You can get in sight unseen. Then we can break from there. Move as a unit, but apart.
Yeah, I don't mind that idea. I'd rather not walk through the front doors if I'm going to be doing the heavier lifting.
For sure.
Does the yard itself look like well lit? Or is there like it's like a shipping yard where it's like there's going to be spots where there's shadow and whatnot?
Yeah, there's definitely spots of their shadow, especially with this being at night. The rust lanterns are casting light out. Again, middle of the day, you're going to get basically full sun coverage. With this being at night, there are absolutely areas of
There's
shadow.
dead spots, yeah.
Yeah, there's dead spots based on kind of where the other, because again, which I don't know that we've actually said this is a world with two suns. One of them, the brighter white one, sets at night and is replaced with a darker, like, moon, effectively. The pastel-colored one remains throughout the night, which gives it a kind of dimmer pastel Feywild glow of, I kind of wanted to make it distinct from the Feywild where it's always twilight. We do have a rotation, but it's never completely pitch black. So yes, there absolutely is shadow here and spots to kind of tuck yourself against things in this area, because that again is hard to represent.
Yep.
But yes, absolutely.
So that's the plan. Damon and I go in. You all have you all have sending stones. We try and stay within eyesight. If you think you're going to be going somewhere where you're out of my line of sight, just say the word so we know to listen for the sending stone.
And from the top of the hill over here, I'll let y'all know what I'm seeing. I'll pass that to Andy. She'll pass it along to y'all.
Perfect.
If at any point things get bad to the point where the only way out is with aggression, squeeze the button that
Barry
left us.
Yeah.
The
That is
vibrating
the
ones, yeah.
prepare your weapons. The only way out is through blood.
That's the Mark II. Take the shot.
That's code red, yeah.
I hope that in that moment it actually vibrates. Take the shot.
It's Morse code.
What are your thoughts? You think I should assume someone's identity or come up with something new?
I would do something close but not exact. That way if someone sees you, thinks they recognize you, but realizes there's something a little bit different, they don't ask too many questions.
Fair enough. I'm gonna take the spyglass and kind of look around to a couple of the huskers up on the catwalks, maybe some in like the center area.
Yeah.
Just kind of get like a general vibe of like species, age range,
Yeah.
stuff like that. What are we looking at for like the average, the median?
Yeah, I would say it's pretty diverse. I mean, you've got, your standard D&D fare with, dwarves and elves and that type of thing. You have, there's other like hippo folk like Rig was. You can see that there is a very tall, like rugged Goliath man just kind of pointing and moving people about, seemingly giving instructions from that far away. You can't hear anything from that distance, obviously.
Yeah.
You can see that there are 2 fire ganassi's currently working in the forge. There is, it's a huge litany of Husker workers.
No, super helpful
in
still.
size and spacing, and you can see that there are several like clearly not Huskers being escorted around to the various areas around the facility, and again varying races and sizes.
Because I just wanted to make sure I wasn't going to be like, I'm going to go in as a Goliath.
Yeah,
and
and
it's
it's
like,
all
well, no,
goblins.
there's
all
there is
goblins.
only one Goliath, and he sees me immediately.
I would say there is one Goliath.
Okay, and 2 fire ganassi.
And 2 fire ganassi. Everything else is varied.
Yeah.
If I could make a suggestion, go with something smaller, perhaps a dwarf, because then you're not at eye level with a handful of the bigger folks. You keep your head down, it doesn't seem too unassuming.
Well, I was thinking maybe going Elvish. Just because I can speak it, should I get cornered?
Who's to say that a dwarvish folk working amongst other elves couldn't speak it?
Yeah, but if anybody speaks to me in Dwarvish, I'm fucked.
That's fair. Perhaps a shorter elvish person then?
It'll be average height, I'll tell you. In fact, too tall, actually.
I'd say.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of just take a look around and dig through my pouch a little bit. Maybe just like grab like whatever grossness that I have just chilling on a bag or anything. Maybe like dig around on the outside of the slag bag to get like some soot or some grease and whatnot.
Oh, so you do like this.
Just gonna kind of run it through my hair.
Yeah.
And like just get really sooty and gross and kind of match their aesthetic. I'll just kind of shake my robes and change it to look like their outfits, so that way I can mimic it with my my magical robe. And I'm going to assume an elf. What kind of elves are we talking here? Is it mostly like Eladrin, or is it like there's some drow here? There's
Yeah, I would say that there's a mix here as well. I think probably no Eladrin, like wood elf and drow mixture.
I'll go drow.
Okay.
I'll go drow.
Thank you.
Because we're in the desert, I think
Yes.
it's safe to assume that people are probably walking around with like scarves to keep the dust out from their face.
Yeah.
I would take one of my like.
Yeah, especially being down like this where sand is blowing up and over into it. Yes.
I would absolutely like tuck my scarf like over my face to try and like obscure the dust.
Yeah, and again, as it is difficult to represent without like a reptile fogger, anywhere that there are pipes sticking out of is surrounded by a general area of like smog. You'll see them scattered about. Not to say that that's something that you cannot see through and would not be completely invisible in, but there would be reduced vision in those areas. Anywhere that you see these little like pipes scattered about, they are steam and smoke and fog kind of shooting out of it in various colors and things. But yeah, a lot of people absolutely would have their faces covered, especially given that there's like slag in the air here.
So we'll meet you on the farthest right post. This one here.
Just because it's closest to me. And also,
That one's closer to coverage behind some shipping.
that's exactly my
containers.
thoughts, because also with looking, it seems to be more of a direct line of sight for him, and him.
Fair.
This one is hidden a little bit better. There is only 1 and 2 to have to really worry about seeing, maybe 3.
And the smog thing on the corner will probably obscure it too.
Yep.
All right.
Which way is the weird specific question?
Yeah.
Which way is the fucking wind blowing?
That is a good question.
Because if we could use the steam to obscure the entrance.
Could always D4 it. I was gonna say.
Yeah, roll me a d4. We're gonna say 1, 2, 3, 4.
Go ahead and roll your d4.
I would argue a D8. That way you get the
Northeast.
northeast, southeast.
Oh, sure.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
good point. Absolutely. Great point. We don't only have to do exactly cardinal directions. Very good point.
This is a fucking fun collaborative episode.
Yes, it
here.
is. We're defining a lot of cool shit about the world. here.
Yeah.
4.
Okay, so
Directly that way.
hold on. So we had, so if we were starting in the center here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So that way. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, so we got smokestack blowing that way.
That way. Yep.
Because that could also come in handy just as you moving around in the future is we know that any of these smoke pipes are
Is gonna go
blowing
that
that way.
Yep. Great question and great thought.
Because it's like I'm trying to think of anything that we can use to hide moving around. So shadow, smoke.
And knowing which way the smoke is going to blow from our
Valid.
grenades.
And also, I feel like in character too, A, we can see it because the smokestacks. B, if you're sniping, you're probably taking into account the fucking where the wind's blowing.
With your sword gun.
Gun sword.
Sorry.
Yeah, because bullet drop exists, man.
Okay, the wind is
I'm
going.
playing
this
way too much
direction.
Red Dead.
Yeah.
I don't think
Cool.
bullet drop exists in Red Dead.
It doesn't. No, it does at a certain point, actually, yeah. There's been a few hunting missions. course, I'm always going for the perfect pelt, so I just sneak right up on it.
Cool. I got my stuff diagrammed out with the wind direction.
All right, and then you're good. You see me? Don't shoot.
Who are you?
I'm Damon.
That's Damon.
Just to establish too, just so
Yes.
that way if we're giving directions, north. Like if we're coming in this way,
Yes.
Okay.
North.
east, south, and west.
Yeah, I'm reversed.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. Yeah, north, east, southwest.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
So then the wind is blowing southeast.
East.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Gonna make cool little plaques to put on here, so that way we can just be like,
Yeah, that's
they
honestly.
sit on the corners and we can move them.
Yeah, that's
Or
a
you just
good
get
idea.
one coin with an N and then you just spin it.
Fair
Oh,
enough.
Tattooed on my finger.
So it's always,
Always
boring. Shut up.
Wait, I got you. You just.
So I would say that the group of you, because I'm trying to orient where this is in comparison to Beacon's End, and the map itself is also sideways. So you guys are off that corner because the city would be,
Behind us.
sorry, the city's, shit. The city's that way, so you're that corner, sorry. You
So
are
we're coming
currently
in
on
from
the
that-
hill at that corner, heading to the front, because this is to the west of the city, which means it's east that way.
Okay.
So, yeah, you're over there.
So the dune, does it exist around?
Yeah, whole thing. It's a circular,
Okay,
like,
so like
crater.
we'll approach this way, but if we need to, we can
Correct.
skirt
Yes,
around.
that's just where you
Okay.
would be coming from. You can have positioned yourself wherever, given your planning, but that is great. Love it. Thank you.
All right. Do you want to put Jen on that post over there, and then we'll move us down that way so we can see.
Yeah,
I'll
until,
put
since
Jen
she's
on
not
the
currently
approach.
climbed
Yeah.
up.
We can put this box down there, DJ.
wherever
Put that
you
in the
think,
corner.
wherever you think you can get the best.
Vantage point.
I mean, you can just put yourself on top of one of these.
Yeah, you put.
posts.
Yeah, you don't have to physically be there, but for vantage point sense, yeah, you're there.
Just so we know
Ish.
where you are.
That way
Just so
you're
we have
on
a general visual of where you're at.
And then we're in the middle walking in together.
Yeah, so you'll be at the front coming through that gate. When you enter the facility, that is where you will be entering, yes. Cool. All right. We ready? Hell yeah.
I think so.
Okay.
Also, I would have had Genevieve dressed in like dark, rogue attire.
Yeah.
Probably also with her face
Covered.
covered. Probably like horns wrapped in something dark.
Yeah.
Basically to just be as
Inconspicuous. Yeah, a shadow.
Amorphic.
Yeah, absolutely. So you are disguised as a grimy elf. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
Sound like
based
my
on-
dad. Dressed like a grimy,
Grimy
elf.
You're kind of dark, shadowy.
Yep.
You are covered, mask across your face. Your hair was dyed black by oil from when you
Yeah.
guys were at the Sunken Jackal.
Yep.
Cool. If you'd like to place yourselves on the entrance of this area, walking in,
Yep.
Sarah, could you do us the courtesy?
Where is your mini?
Right here.
Oh, yep.
right in that entryway there, you can put yourself in the gate, in that little kind of walkway. Lovely. The two of you walk in and see a tiefling man standing at the kind of entryway, these bits of metal cascading up 8 feet on either side that you cannot really see. Sorry, like 6 feet on either side, so you're like just at the tops of your vision to be able to see outside. these rust lanterns casting an eerie red glow across the sand. The tiefling is dressed in a not quite a formal vest, but not worker attire. More of like a
The manager.
kind of manager
The
pseudo
price master.
pseudo foreman's outfit. And on the other side of him, a jackal folk standing on either side. Big bouncer level guy standing on either side of this. You walk forward. The tiefling man pulls a clipboard. Yes, good day.
How are you now?
Good as any other.
Just brought one in from out of town. Looking for a few things. Some scrap. We just got that big shipment in. It was sent to me by Rig.
He's off drinking now, isn't he?
Yeah, that's why he sent me.
Understandable, big bastard likes to get his drink on.
And his weird wet skin.
He likes to get his drink on him too.
The sand just sticks to him. It's gross.
Yeah, right. What are you looking for specifically?
You said it was some bits and bobs.
A couple things here and there.
I think it was trail burner stuff is what you were looking for, right?
Yeah, I was sending my boss asked me to grab a couple things for the trail burner. He described what they looked like, but I don't. He's gonna show me around.
No, you got a list then.
Yeah.
All right. Take her around, get her what she needs. Bring the stuff back up. You're going to want to talk to Brahm on the way out, obviously, you know.
Yeah.
On in.
Thank you.
Careful where you step.
Will do.
Lovely day.
And the jackal folk pulls a tall metal gate out of the way and just kind of grunts.
No more drinking on the job.
He winks at you. Pulls the gate closed. You can move yourself to the either side of that little metal barrier there.
So from here, I'll be like watching them,
Yeah.
and then periodically looking at the people around them. Like, I would have already like marked where everyone is, like kind
Yeah,
of
for
while
sure.
they're moving. I would watch them, and while they're moving through, make sure that they don't draw any like undue attention.
Sure.
If I notice anyone staring at them for too long, anything like that, that
Yeah,
would be something.
you got it.
that I would-
Go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
You got it. Ooh, that's actually not bad. 13.
Into Damon's mind, I would say don't get too comfortable with him. You want to stay inconspicuous. You don't want to make friends.
Okay. Based on that roll and my roll, currently normal patrols, you can see that the people are moving back and forth across these walkways, monitoring the activity of the workers below in this centralized area. The forge is currently operating as normal, and nothing untoward has currently happened towards you or your friends at the moment.
Gotcha. As they move through, I'll keep an eye out
Yeah,
for that to
absolutely.
happen.
Periodically, I'll have you roll, and I'm rolling. I have some like mechanics for movement and things occurring.
Perfect. Yep.
Yeah.
As we're walking past the crater with the forge,
Yes.
I would try and see.
So the
So it's the
forge
crater
is
and then the
crater is
forge.
back on that side. The forge is up here where those two people are standing with the little like fireplace looking
Yeah.
thing.
That's the
That's the
forge. Or
that's the
crater.
crater.
Sorry, the
And then
crater.
in slightly. Yep, that's the
That thing.
forge.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Correct.
The fire canalcy was like working on stuff in the crater, though.
In the
correct?
forge.
Oh, in the forge.
Yes.
What are they doing in the crater?
In the
Pull the
crater,
parts apart.
they are taking large bits of like pieces of larger rust components and stripping them apart to the point that they are essentially like pummeling the dirt beneath it into a crater to pull apart these larger objects and break them down into their components.
So would you say that there arguably could be cutting tools or mining crates nearby?
Absolutely, on these tables of other things, yes.
Without being like
Yeah.
I would just kind of like to look and see if anything that looks similar to the obsidianized flux insulators catches my eye.
Sure.
Not that I'm grabbing it, I'm just
Yeah,
looking
yeah,
at
yeah.
it.
Just taking stock of things. Absolutely. Make a perception check.
18.
Okay. Yeah, so you're doing this as you are being led through this center channel. And again, trying to not be obvious about it. You, off to the side, you see a large hippofolk and a dwarf currently kicking a large bit of plating off of a round end cap piece. Yelling as they're kicking a like almost maul-sized crowbar into the plating and peeling it off. And as they peel off this plating, you can see, as described, almost like an obsidian stone wrapped around this plating. With a quick glance, it is still on this component as they are breaking it apart. But I would say, again, based on your roll and based on my roll, that you see something that appears to be that component currently being broken apart in the crater. Yes.
Okay. The sending stone. You have to speak to the stone and it speaks out loud.
It doesn't speak out loud. It speaks into your ear like an earpiece, but you have to physically speak out loud, yes.
Okay. Quietly under the mask, I would say, so everybody can hear it.
So you'd have to communicate one at a time.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It's receiver, but yes, you
I'm
can.
yeah, with
Yeah.
me
do
standing
that.
next to you, I guess I would hear it as well. But
yeah. I would say then to these two that I spotted the first thing. It's on the right-hand side. Obsidianized flux insulators. Food for thought when we're moving through. Number 3 on the list.
All right, so that's just here. So
Correct.
Mark II can keep an eye on what they do with that.
Yes, absolutely.
Who has the key card?
You do, right?
We
No,
didn't.
she didn't.
we didn't
give it.
establish.
So what
I
do
would
you
have.
two?
I would have thought that.
Yeah, you would probably have it then if you
Alright.
were leading.
Because Jen didn't go in
Yeah.
Fair.
yet.
Still outside.
Or no, I guess I would have it because there's no reason for you to have it if you're a Husker.
Yes.
We still. We,
That's who you'd expect
That's
to
who
have.
you
it.
would expect to
Oh,
have.
gotcha,
yeah, we
gotcha,
lifted
gotcha.
it off
Okay.
of a Husker,
Gotcha,
so
gotcha. Okay, fair.
it wouldn't make sense if he was like, I can't get this door open.
Fair. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me call my manager.
As you walk forward through this center channel, you can see that there is a like kind of gating mechanism wrapped in this front area from crate to crate. And as people are walking forward to move into the facility proper after being checked at the front gate, you can see that they are currently scanning worker badges. A couple people go through. You step forward and a lizard folk steps forward with a small reader. Badge, please.
Or beep.
Yeah, you'd scan it and it would pulse back and forth and then illuminate with a slight green hiss. Thank you.
It's like the. Things
Yeah, it's the magic band from
it's the
Disney.
Magic Band at
Yeah.
Disney.
The
I
gate in
brought my
front of
lightning
him.
pass.
It's
Yeah,
just like
you know your
mouse.
lightning pass.
Skip the line.
The like almost plasma electrified gate in front of you would dip for a moment and allow you to pass through. You can move yourselves forward past that front set of pillars.
I feel like we need those little sticks that they use in like
The crafts table, like
the ones with the pointing finger on it.
the like the ones with like just like the little flap at the end that you can like. that
Yeah,
they-
to
like
move
dice.
the stuff.
Yeah.
Lovely. Would somebody like to roll me a D100, please?
I'd love to. Oh no.
Do better.
25?
Okay.
Everyone notices.
We didn't even do anything yet.
We all
The place bursts into flames.
Someone else is actually heisting this place as we speak.
fired
So
as he catches them.
at this large barrel in front of you, this like cask up on the side. That one. Yeah.
You need a laser pointer.
We originally do have one. I forgot. That.
Okay.
You can see that there's piping that cascades down to the ground level, where people are currently
On the inside?
On the inside, yes,
Okay.
on the inside, where the actual like edge of the cask is. There's piping that drips down. You can see that this is a clear pipe for those of you that are standing directly near it. That is clearly filled with flux, which is the like gasoline of this world. There are people filling large containers of it every so often and taking it over to various areas throughout this facility over to the forge. They're pulling it off to the sides and like capping the barrels with it and moving it to different areas. As you walk forward, the a fitting at the end of this pipe towards the ground pops off with a very slight let me try to find a sound that's not like an explosion. The edge of it snaps off and flux is pouring onto the ground, and several of the people begin yelling and moving into that direction as they are grabbing fittings and jamming it back onto the pipe. So the area immediately around that is currently difficult terrain as there is like flux having leaked onto the ground.
Is the person by the forge running over too?
They are not.
Okay.
So roughly here.
Yes, there-ish is flux on the ground as there is currently a happenstance thing happening in that general vicinity at the moment.
Does the big man standing there react?
Yes, absolutely. He would be turning. He would be one of the people that's turning, and he would be taking a large fitting and jamming it back into the pipe and twisting it into place as several people around him are putting on like a metal collar and locking it into place.
Got it. It'd be with that I would begin moving us into the alleyway underneath.
Into the channel underneath those
Yes.
bends? Absolutely. Yeah. Go ahead and make a... are you trying to be stealthy or are you just walking escorting?
Just walking escort.
Okay. Yep. Absolutely.
We're not doing anything wrong yet as far
Not
as I
doing
can
anything
tell.
wrong yet. Yeah, so you can go ahead and if somebody would like to move them underneath those bins there.
I would say too, like as we're walking through, I would be like, no, the bin's over there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like under these bins.
Yeah, under that.
Oh, gotcha.
Yep.
I would be keeping my eyes peeled for any kind of like green or purple sparking.
Yeah.
Like just like if you want me to make like random perception
Absolutely.
checks, that's fine.
Yeah. So first, before we do that,
Yeah.
Genevieve, what is what's your? Sorry, you're in the middle of something. If you need to finish that, it's fine.
No, I'm fine. I can
Okay.
respond in a second.
What is your like? What are you looking out for to kind of leap into this situation?
So, I mean, I'm definitely keeping an eye on the shadows.
Mm-hmm.
Not just like for my approach to the gate, because I think I would have walked. You all right? She would have walked up along the ridge line and then snuck down over in that direction.
In that corner?
Rather than trying to
Yeah,
sneak
yeah,
along the fence.
absolutely, 100%.
So she'd be keeping an eye to make sure, like, nobody is directly within eyesight.
Sure.
And also, she would try to move with any, like, cloud shadows that are moving along. Any dust storms that are
Yeah.
moving, she would, be making her moves through that until she got to this, like, up to this pillar and could kind of, like, crouch
Against it.
against it.
Sure, absolutely. Go ahead and make a stealth check for me, and Mark II, if you could make a perception check for me.
You got it. Ooh, 19.
24.
Yeah, look at
I am
us.
stealthy. Okay. Let me roll for that. Okay. Yeah, you successfully, again, along the top of the ridge, sliding down against the sand, creeping in the shadows of the kind of soul down hour, make your way to the corner of this pillar against the fence line and squish yourself into the space against the pillar. Are you going to climb the pillar itself to be able to kind of get over the fence at some point?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I will be doing that.
Absolutely. Make an acrobatics check for me, please.
The sliding down the hill was given Frodo and Sam outside of Mordor.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that-
basically the vibe.
Is it?
What?
Okay.
10?
10? Okay. Yeah, you're able to get up it with a little bit of difficulty. The wood itself is rather smooth and like grimy almost, where there's some sludge against it, where it takes you a little bit to get to the top, but you can move her to the top of the pillar. So you are top of pillar. Lovely. With your 18?
19.
19. You can see that the guard patterns in this corner are currently moving back and forth along this walkway. This one is moving and grabbing barrels from the inside and like small bits from inside of this top green crate.
The one that Soylent Farms on?
Yep, this one here. There is a hatch at the top that he is currently reaching down, having things passed to him, that he is moving down this stairway onto this set of platforms here. So he is currently being moved. Smoke is currently billowing out of these pipes and are blocking your the vision from currently these guards. So it looks like currently there's a clear path. Shreemboo.live.
Whoa.
Get out
In
of
our
here.
stream?
Are we going to be
Gritty
close?
bedpost.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
I didn't know Gritty you slept in a bed. I thought he slept in a like cave,
Yeah, I thought he took off his skates and he hung from the ceiling.
like a bat.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
His
Okay.
belly flops up over his face.
Like a blanket.
We're going to move into a kind of like pseudo turn order here as we're moving around.
Totally fair.
So I'm not going to go initiative. I'm just going to kind of bounce between the different groups, just so that way we have some sort of to make sure that everybody's able to like do what they're trying to do. So we'll move back to you two. What are the two of you doing in this space?
In the moving on underneath, I would have pointed out the spill and said something to the effect of, Angel Eyes should know that there's quite a nasty flux spill.
And then into earpiece for Jen, and then earpiece for Mark II.
It's quite dangerous. It could that much flux on the ground near such a large container could cause quite a big boom.
I'd be like flammable oil near barrel near yellow crate. Flammable oil near barrel near yellow crate.
Yeah. So the two of you would hear that in your earpieces. You would see it and be able to pinpoint it. From your vantage point, you cannot
Yeah.
currently see that.
I'd respond marked.
Two.
Marked two'd.
Yeah.
To Jen, I would then say, "How are you looking? How are things looking?" And then also to Mark II.
Yeah.
How are things
Why are
looking?
you slightly Irish now?
I don't know.
How are things looking
How are they?
How are you now?
I don't know. I keep seeing that cabbie hat, and I'm like,
I know. It's mad. It was a choice. It was the hat that was on top.
I'm in place waiting for a good opportunity to hop in. Doesn't look like it's going to be the softest landing, but
"Do you need us to drop anything there for you?"
not if it's going to be, not if it's going to draw attention. Right, there's nothing on the ground over there.
There's a bunch of crates over here,
Yeah.
but no. To Mark II. Be like, how are the guards looking?
Well, the ones to the northwest are just kind of walking back and forth. There's one guy to the northeast that keeps taking shit out of that big green crate and then walking it over to the east. Other than that, they're just on steady patrols.
Indeed.
In rounding corner here, and just kind of looking.
Yeah.
Can I see the patrol that's obscured for him from the smoke? Because there's here, probably maybe here, just the top of his head, and then down here.
So I wouldn't be able to see like that.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to see probably.
Yeah, he's probably obscured by the smoke for you.
But like that dude over there, I could see.
Yeah, I would say you can see him fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damon, from rounding here, I would say that you can see him and him. You cannot see the guy
Okay.
over there.
Can I get rotation motion for these two?
Yeah, absolutely.
Mark II had just passed that along to Andy, so presumably Andy
Would have
would
said
have
it
been,
out loud to you.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
if not out loud, but through sending stone telling.
Okay, I misunderstood what he had said, but you could see because I forgot that it would have been this guy and not these two.
Yeah,
that you-
this guy and this guy are the two that would be moving. That Mark. Sorry, this guy and this guy are the two that Mark II sees moving. This guy, you can get his motion where he is walking back and forth from here to here and putting things at the top of this area is what you see. Damon, you see him doing. This guy here is currently moving around to assist in the cleanup of the flux spill.
Okay. Do you want me to scooch him at all?
Yeah, you can scooch him towards that. So he's moved. Yeah.
Okay.
Beautiful.
If we're coming out of the corner there, like under
Yes.
the boxes,
Yes.
and we know that Jen's going to be up there,
Yes.
would we be able to see like a shifting motion of her climbing to the top of it? Not that we can see her in clear detail, but if we're looking for her, we know she's there.
Sure, make a perception check. And that's going to be against the stealth check that she already rolled.
Perception. It's
I would
14.
19.
Say when she gets to the top of the pillar, she's gonna, like, you know, when the cats get down.
Yeah, real low.
Yeah.
Yeah, compress yourself.
Oh
to the top
Lord,
of this
she's
pillar.
low.
Yeah.
I would say you do not see Genevieve.
Okay.
19.
19, you also do not see Genevieve.
Okay.
Okay. I have a bottle of oil in my bag. Because there's lights, like false lights being like, or rust lights, I guess, that are around here, would I be able to kind of like rotate the oil, like, cask in my hand and see if the light reflects off of it? And if it does that thing where it's like it shines the light. You know what I mean?
No, what do you mean?
You know, like,
Oh, you're trying
like
to
if
like.
you ever have like the sun hit your phone and then your cats see it and they try and chase the light on the
Oh,
ground, like one
sure.
of those guys.
Yeah, you're trying
Yeah.
Yeah, like try and flash Jen to be like, you're good, go.
to blind her.
It falls off the side.
You can also
just-
communicate to me, like,
Also, can't you just
or you can just tell her,
Tell-
go.
If
Yeah.
I can't see you. I
We have
could
the-
say it through this the headpiece,
Yeah.
but if
That's why
I'm-
you.
right, but if I'm waiting for Mark II to be like, good, go now, I don't want to be like, okay, got it, good, go now. Like I was gonna just try and like quick flash of like, okay, you're good.
I mean, the goal was for you to be like, go now, go now. Like that was kind
Okay.
of.
I also
Yeah.
can't necessarily see you.
Yeah, I would say also that the rust lanterns, it's not like you're reflecting like a beam of sunlight. These
Sure.
are kind of ambient.
It would
That's
be like
fair.
trying to reflect these lights.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, exactly. Similar to what they are. I mean, they're big like lamps. They are sending a blanket of pastel light in the area. It'd be really hard to reflect
Okay.
that.
That's
but
fair.
a very clever idea.
Yeah, you can just communicate it to her too.
Yeah.
All right. To Damon, out loud, just say quietly, just I'm waiting for Mark II. And then to Mark.
I would communicate his movement
Yeah.
Yep.
for you to.
I would then say that to Genevieve, hang up, and then say that to Mark II. And then just stay on with Mark II and be like, I'm going to let Genevieve know when to jump. And you just tell me when, okay?
All right, yeah. Yeah. And then when I see a break in the guard, I would tell her to go.
Sure, absolutely. Go ahead and roll your perception check.
Yeah.
Do you want me to spin him when he's ready?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Do you Should I also be doing a perception check? Like I have eyes as well that I.
Sure.
will
Yeah,
be
you can do a
using to-
perception check as well. Good point.
19.
19. Okay.
I'm not just waiting on.
Yeah.
On instruction.
Yeah.
You're not gonna look. You're gonna look before you leap. What fun is that?
21.
Nice.
21. Okay. Yeah. So, Mark II and Genevieve, you see this guard flip his post and start heading back that way. Damon and Andy, you can pull yourselves out from that bin if you would, and put yourselves part of the way down.
And also, just for site purposes,
Yeah.
within this corridor that we just passed through, these doors, did they have a scan lock?
Yes, on the inside. Yeah. So where those would be, they absolutely would be scan lock doors. Yes.
Okay.
Quick clarifying thing.
Yes.
For her.
Yes.
She can receive messages from all of us at once.
Correct.
She can only send messages to one person
Correct.
at a time.
Yes.
So she doesn't need to keep the line with me open to hear from me before she says something to Jen. She can just keep all 3 lines open, hear from me, pass to Jen.
Yes.
Fair.
So-
Okay.
correct.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay.
It's just one-way communication.
Gotcha.
That's fair
Yep.
because then you wouldn't know which line to tap into.
Right.
Because her doing like, all right, I gotta hang up with Mark II. Now I gotta
Yeah.
go to Jen.
Yeah.
Then like she's just an
Gotcha.
operator, and you would have been doing that constantly. Whereas it being 3 ways into you, and you are 1 way out.
That's why you're the switchboard.
You're a
You're the
split.
operator's
Okay.
always on.
I would
Okay.
say that like there's an element of it in you looking for perception checks or things of it's distracting you an amount of
Sure.
I'm changing the DC based on that. It's not like you're just able to do this. You got 3 people talking to you at once.
Sure.
But yes, that is functionally how that would work.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So the 2 of you round that corner. Genevieve, what are you doing now that you've seen the guard flip?
I mean, I'm gonna. I personally cannot see much going on in that area. But if I don't see any other eyes on me,
Yeah.
and I feel like I have adequate, like, cloud cover,
Mm-hmm.
I would be hopping down.
Sure. Are you leaping to the ground? Are you trying to leap to the bin? Or are you trying to, like, catch yourself on the fence after you get past the barbed wire?
That feels like a good way to get stabbed.
Stabbed by barbed wire, absolutely. But these are valid questions.
Valid question. How far has that been? Is it like
That is probably 15 feet from you, I would say, because the ground is going to be about probably 2 blocks, so 10. So it's right at the edge of the 10-foot, right? No, because that would be 15. So yeah, you'd be jumping 15.
I don't think I can jump that far.
Fair.
That's a strength thing, right?
I think you can find it under your movement. If you hit your walking speed, I think it tells you long jump. When you make a long jump, you cover a number of feet up to your strength score. If you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump, when you make a standing long jump, you can leap only half that distance.
Yeah, which she can't. With a strength of 10, your jump distance from freestanding
Yeah.
atop a pillar would be 10, because it's your strength score.
You have to move 10 first. If you're going from standing
'Cause
long
it's
jump,
halves,
it's
yeah.
half.
Yeah,
so
then
she
it's-
can only do 5.
Then it's 5.
Yeah, I
So
can't.
you're only barely clearing that fence,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you're jumping to the ground.
Bend your knees and roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna tuck and roll.
Yeah, absolutely. Roll a athletics check, and then roll a d6, please.
Oh.
And knowing that, I would wait for this dude on the green to not be facing her.
Yes, absolutely.
Would it be athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics or acrobatics? Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because one
Sorry,
of those
acrobatics.
Is,
Yeah.
one of those is way better for me
Yep.
than the other.
No, sorry, I have like a million screens open.
22.
22. Okay.
And then a d6, you said?
Yeah, d6.
2.
Love it. You take 1. So because you successfully tuck and roll, you make it to the ground, taking just a very slight bit of fall damage as the sand and your roll muffles most of your impact on the ground.
Scrape my knee a little bit.
Yeah, you are inside of the facility. Would somebody like to roll me a D100, please, as we are
I can do
moving
this
through
one.
this process?
Since Shell did the last one, I can do this one. We got a 64.
64.
So close.
Almost nice.
Almost.
Damon, as you walk the two of you walk out of this area here. I need you to please make a strength or dex save.
Oh no.
Damon.
Okay.
Oh. Where did you go? Just make sure I don't have anything that assists with one of you.
I knew it wouldn't work. I couldn't help but find out.
What?
It is not a touchscreen.
I mean, I knew it wouldn't, but like, imagine
What
if
if?
it did.
Imagine if it did.
I said the same thing when we were setting it up. I want to just
Touch.
touch it. Could you imagine how much of a nightmare that would be, though?
Oh my god. You wouldn't be able to have any of this.
No. You go to pick up a mini and you close the screen.
10.
10? Okay.
And super fun.
To clarify, the strength.
Strength, okay. You are going to take 4 bludgeoning damage as you round this corner, and a large bit of metal sheeting tucked against the top of that bin falls off of the top and strikes Damon in the head. You get like knocked backward almost into Andy ever so slightly.
If it's falling from high up, oh, it's on the other side.
It's on the it's out of your vision.
Never mind.
Yep.
I was, if I could, I would try to be like,
Yeah,
here we
it's
go.
as a warning. Yeah.
But I
Yep.
can't see it, so.
Yep.
Even I feel like by the time you got the words out, it would be too late anyway.
There's a piece of metal that's gonna hit your plong.
So you get
Look out.
struck by a falling bit of metal that pushes you backwards into this walkway ever so slightly.
Watching him get bonked, and then I'm assuming like kind of fall back into me. I would
Yes.
use a focus point to use Hand of Healing.
Okay.
And that is 1d6 plus 3. You get 6 points.
All right.
Back up to full health.
Beautiful.
Son of a bitch.
All right. Where is everybody moving? We'll start with you two since you guys have been in that location for an amount of time. Where are you moving? What are you looking for? What are you doing?
She's in.
Yeah.
Because like I
Oh.
can't see her. So
Mark 2 would have told Andy, she's down.
okay.
And I would have related to
Okay,
you.
cool.
She's in.
All right.
Because, yeah, she was on the right side of the smokestack for me to see it.
I guess. Shall pick a color.
Purple.
The ones that we're standing next to, yellow or orange.
Oh, I don't know. You said pick a color. You didn't tell me in what relation. There's a lot of colors on
There's
here.
a lot of colors.
So I'm also keeping an eye over here for them to finish up stripping
Yes.
the what looks to be obsidianized flux
Yep.
insulator.
Yeah. Thank you for the reminder.
I mean, before I pick a color, I would probably say into your head, I think it's best to try and get an idea of where everything's at before we go divvying up plans.
Yeah, but they could be inside of. The parts that you might be looking for might be inside of one of these.
We're already over here. Let's go orange.
Okay.
Orange. Okay.
Beep.
Yep. You click your key card against the door, and a puff of steam as a lock retracts and a storage thing creaks open ever so slightly. In front of you, there are lighting flickers on atop the inside of the storage container, casting a kind of flickery glow across several organized and labeled bits of shelving with like number and letter correspondence for each of the like bin sections. Make a perception check as the two of you walk into this storage bin to look for things.
Nice. 22.
Okay.
I got 10 again. We're gonna use a different dice next.
For what it's worth, I rolled a 19 on the non-traditional die and the traditional die.
We're gonna use a different one this time.
As I am resolving that, Mark II, if you can make a perception check for me also as well, please.
Got it.
This is a D12.
That's not as good. That's a 10.
I would say that in the blast crater, you would see that these two figures are currently chiseling rough squares out of this obsidian shell and are currently placing that onto a slightly compact, like, hover cart on the corner of the blast crater, kind of in line with this row. So it would be like over here somewhere. You would see them breaking down those components and stacking it onto a cart. But they would not be complete, but they would have chipped off several of those presumably flux insulators.
Oh shit.
That's okay. I saw your brain like zone out for a second.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So they have stripped it away.
They've started to, there's pieces of it. They're working on it. There are square bits on that cart.
I would relay that to Andy. Hey, they got some of that what looked to be obsidian flux, and I saw you looking over there. I paid attention to that. They got some of that ready.
And then I would say it to Genevieve loud enough that Damon can also hear me.
So, Jen, you would now know that opposite side of the yard in a cart over there is flux insulators.
Okay.
That are being put onto a cart.
Maybe ask Mark II to keep track of where that cart goes.
I would relay that to Mark too.
I got you.
Yeah.
I heard you. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Okay, so inside of this container that you are standing in, this would largely be full of thick coils of cabling, several bins of various sizes of gears of various metals, several like long spanning, almost like, it almost looks like a wrench, but like a joiner component for connecting two like two wire nuts or something as like a bridge, and some like magnetic clamps scattered around, organized in this space. It does not look like it is any of the things that you were looking for in this particular container.
Okay. Yep.
Step out and close it up.
Very good. Genevieve,
Yes.
what's your movements? What's your plan?
So towards the back, like towards you, that's where you said the larger containers.
That's where this larger container structure is almost joined together, yes.
I would like to sneak around that. I'm assuming that that's where the repeater is being held, since it seems like the most structural part of this junkyard.
Yeah.
So I would like to scope out that area, move around.
Around this side, along the back?
Around the back, yeah.
Sure. Yeah, when Glenn gets back, I'll have him move your mini.
Okay.
Yeah, and then if you can please make a perception check for me.
I think it's a 15.
15? Okay.
Since Genevieve is our stealthiest, I feel like we probably would have given her the
The little,
repeater device.
yeah, to be able
thing.
to track it.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you move around the back of this.
Just like the big guy here.
Yeah, around this big kind of set of bins there. And with a 15, you can see that in the center of this pink container on the back, bridging the gap between the pink and this red container, is a very large ironclad door that currently looks to be closed with an electronic keypad on the right side.
I'm gonna look at that, take a look around me, see if there's anybody nearby.
Yeah, I would say as you peek around this corner, you can see that there is a guard that is currently making his rounds back around this corner if you'd like to move him ever so slightly.
You gonna move him a little bit?
Yeah.
Yep, you can kick him around that corner.
The
Other
other
way.
way? Okay.
Other way. Just like right there.
We're on
Perfect.
the
And
opposite
then
sides of the.
if you can move Genevieve.
Roughly here.
Yep. Perfect.
I would say to Andy.
Tuck into the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't see Genevieve.
Okay. And then to Genevieve, I would say you're out of our line of sight. We can't see you.
Behind the shipping crates, there's a door with a keypad. Back here.
Jen's behind the shipping crates in the farthest region. There's a keypad. I'm sure we're gonna probably need your badge to get in there.
Is there
It's
a badge slot?
It's a number pad.
It's a number pad.
Is there a badge slot?
Is there a badge slot?
No badge slot.
No. Jen, you have the device. Is the device reading anything?
You pull up this device.
Is it making noise or is it?
No, it's just like a back
Yeah.
and forth, like tracking
metronome.
light. It is currently going back and forth. You are not getting a reading at the moment.
I'm not getting anything currently.
It might be shielded from whatever's in there.
So those stairs up there, that shipping crate is like 10 feet high.
Yes, yeah. Each one would be 10. So this would be 20 at the surface. At the top of the green would be 20 up.
On top of the pink.
On top of the pink
little-
would be 10 up.
Okay, so underneath the stairs, is there room for me to kind of
Absolutely, tuck yourself
tuck
in.
myself in?
Yeah,
I would like to
Get into those stairs.
100%.
do a little climb
Yep.
and just put myself right in that dark spot.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you tuck yourself in against this stair line. If somebody could please roll me a D100.
Your turn.
I had the last one.
We're rotating.
Do we want pink or blue?
You're on the pink box. Yeah, do pink.
37.
Okay.
Gave down the plague.
Yeah. So the Genevieve in the distance, you hear a guard yell, "We need more assistance over at the Flux Depot!" And this guard here is going to climb down. Genevieve, you don't see this because of the smoke blowing in the direction, but he's going to start moving down the stairs and off here. This guy is going to start moving back and forth now, effectively covering this entire distance as this guy moves down. This guy here is also going to move down. Mark II, you would see these two moving down towards this flux spill.
Do you want him fully on the ground?
Yeah, because he was closer, you can have him fully on the ground.
I'll put him down
And
at
this
the
guy,
base.
you can put at the top of the orange. Perfect.
And then he's good.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So he's moving back and forth.
He would have been presumably the guy underneath it here would have presumably gone to the spill already.
Yes, correct. Yeah, you can see that they would be currently have stopped the leak as this large metal coupling was wrenched back onto the flux piping, and several people are currently working on containing the spill as it like oozes out further on off of the rock. So that is a thing that occurs with a random roll. You've moved and set yourself there. Mark II, I would say that you would see that about 50% of the flux insulator has been stripped off of the end cap, the metal end cap at this point.
Okay. About half of the flux and insulators done.
You said they're putting it on a cart?
Yeah, the
Cart's not left yet.
Cart's not left yet.
Cart's still here.
Do you know where they're taking the cart?
Not yet. Still here.
The cart starts moving, let me know. And I relay
Got it.
to these guys.
You got it. Where would the two of you be going now?
You want to try yellow?
I don't know. It sounds like a bunch of people are moving that way. Should we get on top of the gray?
Is there a way up to the gray?
Yeah.
There's, like, stairs
over
on
here,
the
there's
other
stairs
side.
Yeah,
over
there's
here.
stairs on the other end.
We're on the front.
Like,
Yeah,
you
So
can see it on the
right
map.
here, Glenn.
Yeah.
Stairs, stairs.
Is there a pathway past that piping, so that way we don't have to walk around the front?
Yes, absolutely. Yes,
Okay.
there is. Yep. Yeah, there would be smoke coming up out of that pipe currently.
Okay. Oh yeah, and it would fucking
Correct.
blur the stairs as we were
Yes,
entering.
because the randomized wind direction is blowing in that way, the stairs would currently be concealed by that pipe that I placed randomly earlier.
Calculated. We had all this figured out, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
According to
we
plan.
would travel around the orange and up. I'm assuming there's probably a hatch or something
Yes,
to it,
you
the
are
way that it's
correct.
kind of set up.
Correct.
Okay.
Hi, Lily. What?
Yeah, so if you want to move your guys around, you can place yourself up on top of that gray container having moved.
And assuming where we're standing too, I'd be able to see homie walking down the aisle.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes, he would be walking in your direction.
Just pretend like you're supposed to be here.
What are we doing atop of the bin?
If there's a hatch, I'm assuming there's probably a beep slot for it. I'll beep it, open it up, and like kind of gesture down to it.
Yeah. Yeah, this flips open, and again, same thing. There is a spiral, like opening with a ladder that leads down inside. As you flip this hatch open, it's not quite like hermetically sealed, but there is a hiss of steam that comes out of the top of it. It's quite warm in this particular crate. You can almost see the mirage effect of this steam erupting out of the crate, and there is a ladder that leads down. Again, the lights flick on in either direction atop the inside of the crate.
The pallet thing that's up there,
Yes.
is that just like a barrier?
Yes, it is currently a barrier. Yes, it's
Okay.
it's attached to this to the metal cabling that's sending power across. To
So
the,
like if the hatch is roughly here,
yes,
for us to get in, we would be kind of cut off of sight.
correct. Yes, yeah, that
So if it's lighting up from the inside, people down here aren't like, who the fuck is up there?
correct. Yeah, this looks like some sort of like power converter that's pulling power off of this cable, which is going through a sealed connection into the actual
Into the
bin.
crate?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That could be helpful.
Yep. You guys going in this bin?
Sure.
Yeah. You enter through this into this bin, and please make perception checks for me.
13.
10 again!
I also
This is a
rolled a
different
10.
die! Lily, fix this.
Make it better. Do you want one of mine? Here,
Fix this one too.
go ahead.
It's fine. No, keep it. They're in Lily jail.
That was a 15. I'm just saying.
They're in Lily jail.
Inside
Yeah, true.
of this particular bin, it is warm in here. Like you're pushing like 100 degrees in this particular bin. It's fucking hot. You can see there is moisture on the walls as there is a large heating component attached to the ceiling where that power cable is jettisoned through the top of this bin. Heat is pouring out of this, filling the space. There are several marked metal bins with stamped stickers on them in sections. The bins are ceiling height, and they are kind of like the IKEA like sliding closet doors. They are currently sealed. You can see that there is a like a sealant gap along each of these doors. They slide left to right. The first one is stamped with the word core. The one on the right is stamped with the word burn, and the one on the back wall is stamped with the word unstable. So as you ponder that, having done your move, Genevieve, we'll jump back to you. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
That's a great question.
Do you wear these?
So there's a whole lot of commotion over
In the middle.
in the middle
Correct.
area.
Yes. Yep. Right in there.
I mean, from a visual standpoint, I can't see too much.
Yeah, I mean, crouching under, you can get a
Yeah.
clean line of sight to where that flux is, and then you're just getting kind of this area in front of you. You're kind of tunneled in seeing through this
You can
channel
also
there.
ask me for sighting. You'd have to
Yeah.
say out loud to Andy to ask me.
Yeah.
but-
I think for shortcutting the communication back and forth, if like you're talking to Mark II, just address Mark II, and Andy is essentially passing that
Yeah.
information through. That's more for the stealth aspect of if you were talking to someone and cannot pass that information without attracting attention, it is physically going through you, but for mechanical, for like non-mechanical purposes at the table, you can just talk directly to the person that way.
So yeah, you do have the option of saying, "Hey, Mark II, tell me what." You know.
Well, I don't have a key card, so my access is currently limited.
Can you hack it?
I was gonna say.
Is there stuff out in the open, or is everything besides like what's over in the front in the storage container?
Yeah, so on these like racks, the like scaffolding, there are individual like boxes and bins that are stacked with various components, yes.
I will say as a reminder, it was relayed that this gentleman here is taking stuff out of this container. He's being handed things, picking it up, carrying it down here, and then coming back.
Right.
So
Yes.
this container is open, but someone is in it.
Yes, correct.
Gotcha.
Yep, and he is currently moving back and forth down to here and then back up. That's his loop.
And so the wind is coming from that direction. Is that's a smokestack on the corner?
Yes,
there?
correct, and that's sending smoke this way.
I'll just adjust him slightly so that way he's got some motion to
Yep,
him.
thank you.
So I would like to creep up, like onto the stairs
Onto the
and
stairway.
go like
Down towards the blue.
Yeah, and if there's any bins down this way, I just want to start looking through stuff.
Yeah, digging through stuff.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, make a roll a D100 for me, please.
If that's fine, I'm like slightly adjusting some of the cards.
Yeah,
just
no,
for
I
motion
appreciate it. Thank you.
purposes.
Yeah, it's adding to the realism. I appreciate it.
96.
Nice.
Okay.
Maybe.
Raining fire.
She needed one. It's wish roll.
Rust falls.
Fuck, could you imagine?
A ship.
Holy shit!
Literal rustfall.
It's marked with Chimera on the outside. Oh my god!
In that bin in front of you, you kind of crouch behind it as that guard is moving away and that guard is moving away. Crack it open. This is a bin full of spark dust, which is a reminder for what spark dust is. That is essentially like nitrous powder that you throw inside of an engine, which explodes and makes the car go faster. So it is a mix of gunpowder and some other like ground up crystals. So it is explosive.
Can I take a little?
Absolutely. Yeah, you can take a small little like sack of spark dust.
It's essentially the gold star in Mario Kart.
Yeah. Yeah, basically.
Only if it's thrown into rust machinery, though. This isn't the island of Fall with the magic cocaine.
Not yet, it
Unless-
isn't. Only when we find out.
Maybe we could.
Roll of cool. Snort that.
Listen, we did some magic cocaine and Eldritch blast our way on a ship to get away from a Leviathan that was like off in the
Feed it
distance.
to
So.
Mark II and watch him zoom around.
Zoomies.
Like a wind-up soldier.
So after you've pulled this spark dust out of this bin, what is your next move?
I want to keep working down the bins until I don't have a.
So where, because this is
It's-
just a bridge.
Oh, that's just a bridge. So
That's
it's
just
just
a
the
bridge.
one bin.
Yeah, so the scaffolding, yeah, you just have, there's a couple bins here that would be spark dust specifically.
Yep.
There's scaffolding here, there's scaffolding in the front here, and over there that are piled with things. The rest of it is those are kind
Oh,
of the
it's in the
like
middle. I didn't see
those are the
Yep.
those are
This looks kinda
the
hard for you to see.
Yeah,
here.
it's right.
underneath.
those all have individual crates on them. The rest of these are either bridges or things that are inside of these containers.
All right, then I would like to. Is this path here, up here, clear?
Currently, the guard you would see is moving in this direction. His rounds would be taking him that way, yes.
Then I would like to drop down. And
start going that
make
way?
my way towards that
Towards
scaffold.
that scaffolding?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Please make a stealth check for me because there are people cleaning up that flux spill on the other side.
I rolled a 17 and I have a +7, so 24.
Yep. Cool. Based on my roll. Perfect. So you're making your way there. Mark II, what are you doing at the moment? I would say that the this cart here, the
Flux insulator.
flux insulator panels, thank you, in my brain, about 90% have been cracked off of this metal frame. It is now like almost leaning backwards a little bit from the weight of the one spot that it's at. You can see that they're cracking it off in roughly like this by this tiles almost, but similar to when you have like large glass panels, when you're kind of like cracking at it where you have like imperfect rivets on the end almost, that's kind of what it looks like. It's not, they're not smooth cutting it.
They're like scalloped at the edge.
They're scalloped at the edges, yes, which is precisely what Bongo said they would look like being peeled off of this.
Gotcha.
So yeah, they're about 90% done that.
All right. I'd communicate that. Yeah, they're about nearly done. And while they're in there and I can't see them, and Jen's back over there where I can't see her again.
Yes.
I would just be scanning any of the like barrels or boxes that I can see from where I am.
Sure.
To see if I can see anything written on it that says like this is what's in here.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, make a perception check for me.
Nope. That's a 3.
Okay.
Yeah, the thing turns out.
Yeah. I'm pointing the gun at myself.
It's actually,
My goddamn scope done turned around.
wouldn't it be convenient if everything was labeled?
So I would say that the angle that Mark II is at in the distance, this scaffolding you really can't see at all because it's behind these bins. This one you're getting probably 50% of, and the other 50% is going to be out of your vision because if you're like up there
And there's
at the angle, and there's smokestacks. You can see the bins that are piled on that particular scaffolding up in these racks, up to the ceiling. It's very hard to tell because of the people, like you have your scope focused on that and are like maximum zoom, and you keep getting people running in front of your vision because they're cleaning up that flux spill.
Right,
So
makes sense.
you're trying to like pinpoint what is on that bin, and people keep moving in front of your vision.
Got it.
And yeah, Glenn, if I was just gonna say if you can move him down.
Scoot him down to here. I'll scoot him around to here. I'll scoot him to here. I'll scoot him to here.
And if you can roll for me a D100, please.
You got it.
I'll also scooch him up a little bit.
Yes, thank you.
Because it's mid-turn.
Yep.
Same thing.
Yep. And this guard, if
guy.
you can move him back around this back corner.
Double zeros is 0.
Double zero is 100.
That's 100.
So I rolled 002.
That's two.
That's
That's
two.
two.
That's
Okay,
two.
that's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
I did that when we were playing Fall. I did the same thing, and I was like, I rolled 104, and John was like, no, it's a 4.
Yeah, if
Can't
it-
roll
If
above-
it was 000,
Correct.
That's 100.
That's
Yep,
100.
Because
yes.
there is no 0.
There is no 0. Yes. Okay.
But there is. I rolled.
With a
It's a
4.
D99.
You can see that, which like distracts you ever so slightly. You hear a loud bang as sparks rocket out of the top of this forge, which is largely out of your vision, but you see a pillar of like spiral smoke and fire billow upwards towards the sky as flame also rockets forward slightly out of this forge, not enough to reach this flux, but just to about where the edges of this are, and strike almost like some sort of plasma barrier against between these two pillars to protect the flames from going towards the gigantic explosive barrel of gas. And the two Ganassi figures, you just see them like high five each other as
Hell
this,
yeah, brother.
as it like almost hits this plasma barrier and then cascades up as well. A little bit blocking your vision of the things that were like basically just on the fringe anyway of your vision, kind of concealed momentarily as that event has occurred.
Gotcha.
Oh shit, do we have the smoke? Put the smoke
I
on
know.
top of it.
I wanted to try to do like a reptile fogger or something, but I was also worried about the moisture on the TV.
Oh no, I meant like the
cotton.
campfire smoke. that
Oh,
we have.
yeah.
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 I think it might be too big though.
It's probably too big. Where would Mark II be looking after that having occurred? Or what are you looking out for?
Well, now it just seems like everybody's focused on this flux spill over there. Or not flux. Whatever. It was flux. All right, never mind. Yeah. That's really all that's happening right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'd probably be it.
Roll one more perception check for me.
Yep. Yep.
Things occurring based on my roll.
That's better. 18.
18. Okay. As this flux spill is being cleaned up, this most proximate guard, as your vision switches back to that, turns and starts heading back on his path in between this bin in the direction of where Genevieve hopped off and walked.
All right. I would say to Andy, or
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Whatever. One of the guards just came your way, Jen. He's probably about
15 to 20.
he's pretty far away, 15, 20 feet away.
Yeah. Back to you. Roll your perception check to be looking through these bins as that kind of happens simultaneously to the rest of this occurring.
Perception.
Yes. Or investigation. I think they're both the same, though.
It's 22.
22?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so on this particular stack of barrels, you can see that there are several what look like warforged joints. So like here to here, there are pieces of arms sticking up at various angles, like literal shelves of them top to bottom on the right-hand side, in various lengths, various metals, some of them in more disrepair than other, where like the hands missing and wires are sticking out at odd angles.
Yep.
But this is essentially the right-hand shelf is basically a shelf of warforged or rust component limbs. On the leftmost shelf, you can see that there are several metallic capacitors and wire boxes that are junctioning out. And you also, with those wiring, find, as described, a tucked up against the this orange crate, a crate sideways that doesn't look like it belongs with the rest of them, full of about 8 glass tubes full of a spiral round coil that is wider at the center, floating in space. It is kind of sideways on this and does not look like it belongs, as if it were like placed haphazardly.
I'm gonna look for a roughly grapefruit-sized one.
Yeah, you reach in and pull out, and it is like in a fitted container where you're like ever so like a fucking pulling out a plutonium rod.
Yeah.
In Back to the Future, it comes out straight, and you can see, as described, roughly a grapefruit-sized tube with a coiled cable inside.
Wrap that in like a piece of, cloth and shove it in my bag.
Yeah. So you have obtained a phase shift regulator coil.
Nice.
And you said that there were capacitors on. the-
Yes.
Is there one that looks like a flux capacitor?
Or a few. Green oscillating light.
Yeah. Coil, tiny spark.
Yes. This is where. No, I'm sorry. Those are not there. These are like wire capacitors, not flux capacitor.
Okay, that's fine.
Not in that spot.
I don't know what any of this means.
Understandable. We're making up words.
Yeah, I'm at the edge of my
Yeah.
imagination here.
Yeah. So you reach over to that bin that's kind of placed sideways on here as if it had been left for a moment. Pull out the phase shift regulator coil, wrap it up safely.
Yep.
At this point, Mark II, you are over slightly. Mark II says guard coming your way about 20 feet. Where are you going?
I'd like to, I guess, hop off the side and hide under the.
Like underneath?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Make a stealth check for me. Okay, yeah. You hop off the side, shove yourself under that scaffolding, and are hidden as this guard moves forward.
And then hide under this
Yeah,
one.
You can just leave her there,
Okay.
and
I'll
that
just lay her
guard will
down so that
continue
when
to
she's
move.
hiding.
We're going to hop back to you two. You guys are inside the bin. You've made your perception checks. You see those three things stamped on that, on the barrels or on these like large closety type things with core, burn, unstable.
Okay.
What are we doing?
What color are they?
The like containers themselves, they are like a dark, like wrought iron metal, like almost like a very dark gray.
Do they appear to be locked or they're just like closed?
They're like sealed, not locked.
I would start to maybe like pull them back a little bit just to see what they look like underneath.
Yeah, I would do the same.
Sure.
If you want to look at one, I'll look at another one.
We're leaving unstable for the last, probably.
Yeah, I would look at burn if you want to look at core. Yeah.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, so you can see that like as you pull at this, it almost like doesn't pull right away, and you give a slight push against the sealant, and it like clicks in, and you hear a steam hiss as you pull back on the. You're at core or burn?
Core.
Core. Okay. Inside of the core.
Just for say so too, just because we're in here,
Yes,
I would have
absolutely.
probably closed the hatch.
Close
with us.
hatch, sure,
So that
absolutely.
way he's not walking up and it's just like door open. We're just fucking around in here.
Yep, absolutely. It's hot as fuck in here. Inside of the core component, you find several large spiraled, like whisper coils, which is what, as a reminder, is what the Reverie uses for their like weird worship with the echo trapped inside. Spiralized coils in this hermetically sealed container. There are also long strands of wires plugged into the bottom and top of the cables that are oscillating sparks back and forth, and off to the side is 4 flux capacitors. You see the triangular pattern with this green oscillating light bouncing back and forth in between the corners in a Y pattern.
These echo tubes, are they slotted like essentially like fuses?
Yeah, they're slotted like
So if there's like wiring connects at the bottom and the top, and it's like these echo tubes are like slotted.
yes, correct.
Okay, so they're basically fusing. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
correct. Yeah, they're slotted like the like long light bulbs would be in,
Oh,
in the
yeah,
top
yeah,
of the
yeah.
thing. Yeah. Yep.
And then the flux capacitors, I'm guessing, are plugged into the side, like
Correct. They're plugged into
like
an
a RAM
inside.
stick or something would be.
Yep,
Okay.
exactly correct.
Trying to speak in
Yeah,
what we both know. I'm like, where do we meet?
yeah. Yeah.
Damon, I think these are the flux capacitors.
Oh, good.
What's in yours?
Are they plugged in?
They are.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Let me see. Click.
Yeah,
Slide.
you hiss of steam as yours opens, and you get an even hotter wave of heat out from the inside of this container, as inside of this one labeled burn are list, hold on. You would see several Warforged headpieces mounted with like a very light illuminated spark in the eyes. Not the same like level of light leaving their eyes that like Mark II has, a clearly bright illuminated light. They're very, very dim, as if they're almost in some sort of like stasis, mounted on the back wall of this, and stretched
Heads or masks?
the whole like head
Okay.
carapace piece. So
Okay.
mask and head.
Okay. I'm just making
component.
sure it wasn't like these are like firefighter uniforms.
No. Yeah. No, absolutely. It's the whole like head carapace plugged into the back, and stretched from floor to ceiling in a, as described, woven pattern are the resonance conduit lattice hooked into almost like square panels stacked up to the ceiling, almost again kind of like ram sticks in a server,
Okay.
up and down from top to bottom.
How big are they, like size wise?
They're just a little bit bigger than this. And they're
Okay, so like
slide
something
sideways.
that could be like
Yes.
easily concealed on person. Question, same question for the flux capacitors. How big are they?
Those are about fist sized.
Okay, so again, still easily concealable.
Yes.
Okay.
So you have found and located the resonance conduit lattice.
It's 2 out of 3, right?
Yes.
With the bonus third.
With the bonus, with the bonus flux capacitor.
Okay,
Yes.
so we found third, and we think we might have an idea as to where the.
Well, we
big-
haven't gotten this yet.
Yeah, we haven't gotten that
But
yet.
we know where it's at.
We know where it's at, and then I think we have kind of an understanding of where the very special thing might be.
We do not.
Not for certain.
There's
There's
only
a-
been one door that has a keypad so
There
far.
has, but the
device wasn't going off.
Could be shielded.
Could be shielded.
Could be
Did you
shielded.
tell us that you found something?
She did.
She told us about the. I had asked about does it have a key slot, and it's like no, there's no key slot.
No.
I didn't say. I mean, I would have said something once there wasn't a guard like right
Yeah,
next
she's
to me.
actively
Oh, for that,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Wonderful. Okay. Are you guys are taking those things?
Do we want to see what's under unstable?
We can take a look.
Yeah.
Might
just
as
take a
well.
peek.
Sure. You inside, in vials about candle sized, almost in like a like
It's Red Bull.
not quite a hydroponics setup, but like stacked so that way they cascade out. Starting at the top, you have like a row of them, and then slightly forward a row of them, and
Like a
slightly
stair,
forward.
kind
like a
of,
stair,
yeah.
like a stair pattern almost. Are shimmering vials with echo residue on the inside. So as a reminder, echo is what makes rust work. It is not something that can be recharged. Hence, if your rust implant is going crazy, you vent the echo, it stops working.
Yeah.
These are vials that clearly contained echo at some point.
Various colors or all one?
Various
color?
colors.
Oh, okay. So there's
Yeah.
a whole prismatic,
Whole prismatic
beautiful.
spectrum
Yeah.
in here. This is the opposite of the rest of these, where the unstable one is you get a blast of cold air out of these inside of this unstable one.
Let's stay right here, cool off. We don't want them asking questions if we appear sweaty.
I mean, we're in the desert.
It's nighttime.
Sure, but if we're like
it's
breaking
nighttime.
a
It's
sweat.
ice cold out there. You're right. Never mind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sarah's right.
It's true. It is cold as fuck in the desert.
So-
at night.
It gets down to like 30s.
Yeah.
So part of me thinks that
There's a forge out there, though. So
That
it's
this
probably
is
a little warm. But
the power station, that they're running everything off of this. Theoretically, what we could do is if we stay here and they find the rest of the stuff and are able to get it, we could pop this whole room, take it out, get our stuff and get out.
So this is our last.
Because if we start unplugging things one at a time, things are going to happen. If we shut it all off at once, we might be able to take the whole thing down, cause all kinds of chaos, and
And run.
yeah.
So just again, because a lot of this is theater of the mind, it does not look like anything is connected to the individual bins.
Okay,
In
so the
terms
bins
of
are
wire and cabling.
closed.
They are
Okay.
self-contained. It's
So
not.
it was the
Ooh,
it
we
was
thought
the
that was like a control room.
Yeah.
the
No,
entire-
absolutely.
so with the
100%.
power thing at the top and the
is
cable
that's
running
going
in,
into that heating element
Yeah.
that is keeping this container climate controlled.
That's the HVAC system.
yes, correct.
Got it.
There's not.
That's
cable
not power coming
of
out.
this.
That's-
I
Yeah.
thought we stumbled upon like the control room.
Yeah, no, 100%.
And it's like if we pop this or we start unplugging stuff, like
Right.
shit's gonna start shutting off. And
yes,
that's,
absolutely.
Oh, if that's the case, then I'm yoinking things.
Yeah, if that's the
Yes.
case, then we taking some shit.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I wanted to say something because, again, we're theater of the minding, and I'm describing as much as I can,
Yeah,
but
sure.
we're guesstimating in other aspects. Yeah, nothing coming out of these. These are sealed.
And there's 3 flux capacitors in this one.
So
Four in the core
which are
one.
roughly
Yeah, I'm taking all 4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
take all 4
twist.
of those.
You start to like pull up a little bit, and then there's like a lock, and you twist. They like almost uncork slightly
Okay.
and pull out.
That's fine.
I'm taking the lattice, all of the lattice that I can get.
Sure. You get 8 lattice, 4 flux capacitors. You pulled 1 resonator coil.
because they're delicate, right?
They're delicate, yeah. This class.
And then and the unstable.
Yeah, and again, it does not look like these vials are full of Echo. There's like the residue on the inside that is shimmering like Echo did on the inside of these capped tubes.
Yeah, like they were once full, drained, and now it's like they're kind of just stained, like an empty wine glass where it's like
Correct.
there's traces of it on the
Yes,
outside.
exactly that visual, yes.
Okay.
Like a Tupperware bin with spaghetti.
Yes. Literally exactly
it
that.
never goes
It
away.
never goes away. Various stages of
And you said
spaghettis.
they're like roughly just like
Around that size, yeah.
okay.
Whack. They're super unstable.
They're labeled unstable.
And they're glass,
Glass.
but is it like you know how like when you can pick up a glass item and it's like be like this is hardy glass or this is fragile
This is not
glass.
cheap glass. This is thick, hardy
Okay,
glass.
like you gotta
Scientific glass.
yes.
you
yeah,
gotta really want to break it.
Correct.
I might scoop 2 of the more full vials.
Okay, sure. Ones that have more residue on the inside?
Yes.
Sure, absolutely.
2
Residue vials.
echo vials.
Well, they don't have echo in them.
Yeah,
Echo
yeah,
resi.
residue vials.
Echo res.
Yep.
Hey, still useful.
Yep. I've got it written down.
Just curious too, what 2 colors did I get?
I would say that you get a pink and purple pastel.
Guess we'll
Cool.
seal these back up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And back up the top.
Yeah, it'll be one of those like we're gonna pop it, and
Yeah.
depending on which way the thing opens, I guess we'll like pop it and like look to see.
I mean, I can also ask.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Yeah, I would ask.
Sure.
Mark 2.
Mark II, you would see while they are in there, this guard moves to the end, surveys, turns, starts heading back this way.
Okay. Guard just came up and turned around, walked back.
Yep.
So,
The group, you guys pop, head back down.
Yes.
Lovely. Mark II, if you would roll a D100 and a perception check for me, please.
got it.
We're going to run a couple minutes over, but not too much past.
57 on the D100, obviously.
Okay.
57 for my perception check.
I don't know that I even would have questioned it.
13 for my perception check.
13. Okay. First off, you can see that the 100% of these panels have been peeled off of this and are loaded onto the cart. You see the cart moving around the corner and heading back this direction.
Okay. I would say cart's moving opposite side of y'all.
You would see that. A thing is going to occur, but I need to know what Genevieve is doing first. And it'll be relevant for you to communicate that once that occurs. Genevieve, the guard would have moved around and be heading back about halfway under this like a bridge. So he would have essentially circled. You'd see him past her, and he's under that middle bridge.
Is the nonsense in the middle still going on? Like, is there still a whole lot of...
Yes, it is.
Hoopla!
This is the entrance, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Yeah, that was where there was like an electrified gate that was badge scanned.
It's the same thing.
It sounds like I need to get across. Andy, can you have Mark II
Where's the bin going?
let me know if the coast is clear to head east? When the coast is clear to head east, and I'll hunker down until...
Where are you?
So she's hunkering right under this
here.
scaffolding
And
and,
she
wants
to
to
go-
head that way
Gotcha.
to try
Right.
to intercept the cart.
Yep.
Okay. Got
I want to take advantage of the chaos.
So, Mark II, you turn your attention to watching this scene. Now, the thing occurs. So, on this scaffolding that Genevieve is under, several of these rust warforged limbs start sparking and twisting. And you can see that several of the people that are moving, that were cleaning up this flux spill, which is still there to a degree, are moving in the direction of Genevieve towards this wall of arms.
You have a lot of guards coming your way right now. Stuff's happening above you.
I'll just do a quick check if the coast is clear, and I guess abandon ship and head
Run north.
north, or I was thinking...
The guards are coming from that direction.
Yeah, they're over here, and they're all coming this way.
The guards are coming from south to northwest. So I would say run northwest, back where you were.
All right, I'll trust my friend and...
Sure.
Because this isn't all open. Like there's stuff
No,
on
there's
these
stuff
shelves.
piled up,
So
yes.
they're not going to see directly straight from here to the corner.
Correct.
If
Gotcha.
I'm relaying this message back and forth, I would grab Damon by the arm and like kind of shoo him out that way too, like up and out down that way.
Sure.
Like
Yep.
south.
Like
Down,
start heading
south.
east.
Yeah, like just south.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
have us
Like over there.
straight
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
And then you're going to try and
Head that way.
scoot this way.
Yeah.
Yes. As they are moving, Mark II, with any of your tools, any sort of distraction or just look out.
While they're moving,
While they're moving and Genevieve is moving, while the guards are moving in this way, Mark II doing anything.
this dude's still here.
Yes, correct.
We're allowed to be there though.
Yeah.
Like if they see us, it's okay.
Jen, on the other hand, is
Yeah,
not
it's not
allowed.
allowed.
Yep, because she's got a guard under here that you saw move and guards approaching from this direction.
Right. Yeah, I would just tell Jen, get to the end of that blue container, hug the blue container on the north side.
Okay.
Okay.
Genevieve, you tuck yourself in and hug along this inside wall.
Back where I was.
Please make a stealth check for me.
Corner guard placement.
Corner guard
21.
21. Okay. Corner guard is currently facing down this direction.
Down this direction?
Yes, standing at the corner, does not perceive Genevieve moving.
Okay.
He would presumably see all of them running towards him.
Correct. Yes. Damon and Andy, where are we moving?
We are also seeing everybody run that way?
Correct.
What's going on with the cart and the guys over here?
Cart
Did
is
they
currently
abandon?
moving along. No, Cart is currently moving along this passageway that Genevieve is moving her way towards, or attempting to. Where are you guys moving?
So the cart's east side moving north and south.
Yep, it's moving south to north.
Is there a physical cart on the map that
There's
I can
not.
see? Okay. Is it moving on the inside of that outer wall or the?
It's like over.
Inside of the wall here, literally in the channel.
Oh, in that channel between the
Yeah.
fence and the crates.
correct.
Gotcha.
Yes.
So I think we should come around this way. We're allowed to be here.
Yeah.
I would just start sneaking our way over. Like, getting near the cart. We're not gonna like be like,
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So like go between
Yeah.
underneath the for sake of things, the Arasaka one.
Yeah.
Underneath of that.
The
Yeah.
black one.
Yep.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Could
Yeah.
one of you guys move
Yep,
us
if
so
you want to
we're
move yourselves over there.
running that way?
Thank you, Sarah. You're closest.
So we're like under this black container over
Once
here.
you
Yeah.
get over here, I can move on.
Yep, hand off to DJ.
Yep.
Beautiful. Beautiful. The two of you intercept with this cart, with these two workers pushing this hover cart, piled about 3 feet high with these square tablets of obsidian glass.
Into Damon's head. I would say distract them. I'll try and snag one. Ask them what's going on. Why are they all running?
I bet you did need to give a little after that one.
The people with the cart, you mean? Mm-hmm.
The people pushing the cart, like distract them so I can just
Okay.
like snag
How
one
many
off
people are
there.
pushing the cart again? Two. Okay.
And it is a dwarf and a hippo folk. I had to remember what I said earlier.
Sweet. All right. Gents, real quick. I'm looking for more trail burner. Something for the drivetrain. Do you remember where we put that? I can't remember.
Yeah, we just broke down a couple of trail burners. Found them abandoned in the middle of the desert. Broke them down, sent about half the pieces to the forge. Other half would be in the orange bin centerfold.
Gotcha.
Tell them you're colorblind and you don't know which one.
Well, colorblind, it burned out from flux, Don't look at the bright lights. Which center, right?
Yeah, middle bin C9.
Oh, C9. Oh, thank you for understanding. What the fuck has been going on tonight?
A lot of things. Flux leak. Shit going wild over there, going haywire. Some echo transference. Not sure.
The Ganassi that are at the forge, they're not twins. They're just Ganassi, correct?
Now they're twins.
They are twins?
Yeah.
I had a feeling.
While they're having this conversation,
Yeah.
I would like try and pick one up, kind of just look like I'm looking at it, and if I think I have the moment to distract
Sure.
them.
Yeah, it's like, again, like this sized.
Yeah.
Sure. Go ahead and make a stealth check for me, please.
Can I assist by distracting while talking to them?
Yes, you can have advantage because they are distracted.
Better?
Yeah.
Okay.
24.
Yeah. So
Your face is red.
Yeah.
you pick this up, and the one is talking to Damon. The other one is looking at you. You ask about the bin, and they begin to like start to push the cart ever so slightly and wave you off. And you like grab him on the shoulder, make the line about the colorblind thing. The other one like looks over and just like points at his own eyes, and you can see that they're like ever so slightly glossy, not like blinded, but
like a
clearly
little cataract,
a little
yeah.
bit of cataracty, and just kind of chuckles. That's at the point where you take your notice and you slip that into your cloak.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, and then you got the twins making all this racket with the forge, and you know how they are.
Yeah, well, they fucking like the explosives, and they work so goddamn much too. They hard to peel them away from it, to be honest. But
Yeah,
you know,
I mean, you do what you love, you know.
every man's got their thing. Personally, I like the drink and the gambling a little bit more than the fire. But you know, job's a job.
Hey, you telling me?
Anyway, we gotta get these back there. So
Yeah, certainly. C9.
C9, ma'am, step back, please.
Oh, sorry.
They start pushing the cart. Mark II, D100, please.
You got it. It's a 58. This is very close to the roll last time. It was 50 something last time.
Yeah.
What's going on with them? The dice are synchronizing.
And Genevieve, perception or stealth check for me, please, at the same time.
Uh-oh.
No. No.
What do you got?
That one.
No!
Okay. All right.
We're only missing.
So
The brain.
Yeah.
here is what happens in our concluding
See.
scene. You've successfully obtained the pieces that you needed outside of the repeater. Mark II, you switch your vision because you hear another rippling explosion of electricity shooting out of the forge, sending these two Ganassi twins backwards into this barrier as a pillar of smoke, flame, and electrical strike rockets up towards the sky, bashing against the barrier. Some alarm bells start going off as flashing goes next to the forge, and you see a cap seal over the top in front of it, essentially cutting off the oxygen from it. Something has exploded inside the forge. Behind these bins, Genevieve, this sealed set of containers with this keypad beeps and swings open, and this back gate sinks down into the sand, opening a trail burner sized gap at the back of this Husker facility.
In the fence?
In the fence.
Okay.
Drops down into the sand, retracting. Similar to if you are leaving an airport, like the security things that go up and down. A trail burner slowly bumps over the edge of the entrance to these bins and makes its way slowly and carefully out of the facility. As
They're leaving. Oh, thank God.
as several people turn to check their cargo as they are moving out of the facility, the one on the back of the trail burner spots something pressed into the corner against the bins, and as the trail burner moves out of range, he points and you see him touch a finger to his ear. As this happens, beep, 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 and locks in the direction of the trail burner. And we're going to end there.
Not the high-speed chase.
We don't have a trail burner.
We don't, but there's.
There's a cart, and
They
goddamn,
drove
we
out.
have
They drove out.
They drove out of a garage.
with the fucking the speedy guys.
Sounded like a rooster.
She's just excited.
Yeah. Okay. You all right, Lilybug?
You also got a pocket full of that spicy
Sunshine.
fast stuff.
I do have spicy stuff in my
What was I yelling for?
So
Sunshine.
that is where we're picking up next time.
Oh, God.
Well,
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, thank you all very much for watching tonight. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Fey Frontier RUSTFall. It was really cool.
Hit the dusty trail.
About time to hit that old dusty trail. That was cool, working out some of the mechanics of some of the technical stuff of the world. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Hell yeah,
That
fuck yeah.
was
Which
very-
one's your favorite? You have to tell us.
Yeah, tell us
Right
in the
now.
comments.
Say it.
That was
Say
a
it.
super collaborative episode, and I loved it. Yeah, thank you all very much for watching. We will not be live next Monday because Midna has to get her twofers cleaned, and she'll be high coming from the vet.
Brush your teeth.
So we need to keep an eye on her. Brush your teeth, brush your pet's teeth.
Yep. If you can.
If you can.
It's really
It's difficult.
it's hard to do with cats.
Yeah.
It's if you have dogs, just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Make an appointment right now.
Make an appointment. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching. I'll post in Discord when we're able to coordinate doing this. We may try to like sneak in a Sunday or something in the next like couple weeks, or a Wednesday. It depends on some work schedule and some
We're
scheduling
not free
things.
on the next few Sundays.
I know we're not. So we're gonna figure it out. It might take a Monday or two for us to get back at it. I think the Monday after this, you have work. So we will probably do like a one shot or something
Yeah. Keep your
instead.
peepers peeled.
Keep
We'll
your
tell ya.
peepers peeled. We're gonna do some other stuff, and then
Also,
we
get
will
on
go
the
back
Discord.
to this.
Website,
Yeah.
socials.
If you're not on the
Exactly.
Discord, join the Discord because
Join the
I'm probably
Discord.
going to send a couple more pictures of the setup because Don really outdid himself with this.
We also
Thank you. Have a dog.
There's
a dog. Why wouldn't you join?
Dressed as a
Cool dog.
cowboy.
Dressed as a
Howdy.
cowboy.
we need
Howdy.
she needs a little hat.
She does need a little
Need a
hat.
little hat. Just like Mara.
Just like Mara. Anyway, the sands of time ain't flow like that, so we gotta go. Thank you all for being here tonight. Enjoy your evening, and we will see you next time out here on the Fey Frontier.
Good night.